Paste. All right, we are good to go. Now we're looking for a 12 or 13 Theater of Pain to start us off. Let's go ahead and start queuing up. Got a lot to do today. It's a Friday. I love streaming on Fridays. We always get the most wild keys. The only two keys that I've done this morning, I've been disconnected from. Okay, the tank was disconnected from one. I was disconnected from the other. So hopefully the game like solves itself during the stream. Let's go ahead and get YouTube chat pulled up for everyone. And let's get rolling. We have the RDruid is very close to 3K. So we definitely want to get that across the finish line today. And then we'll have the Paladin also needs some work. And then if we have time, we can get some PTR testing on. Hey, what's up, Prototype? Good to see you. I see Resto, I click. You know what? Simple man. I like it. Uh-oh. They got a disc priest. Dang, last second. We are going to be trying to get a Theater of Pain, and that should get us about halfway there, and then Cinderbrew. So you know what? I could go ahead and filter in some Cinderbrews. We can start queuing up for them. I'm kind of nervous though. I have no idea how rusty I am on the Druid. But yeah, guys, 11.2. The announcements are coming. They are coming like day by day. So pretty exciting time to be playing as these announcements are rolling in. I'm definitely... Ooh, okay, we're in a Theater of Pain 13. This is actually going to be huge for us. Like, specifically a 13 is going to be nice. Nice IO. Yeah, the Season 3 spoilers look amazing. Also, they're bringing back one of my favorite dungeons, Halls of Atonement. Very excited about that. I love Halls of Atonement. Super chill. It's a very quick dungeon, so it's kind of like easily spammable through a week. Whoa, that was really loud. What was that? What was that? Hey, Blame Fate is back. Dang, 20 months Blame Fate. You know, it's crazy because, like, you've got to be one of my longest subscribers, right? That's crazy. Being subscribed for 20 months, I mean, that is amazing. But thank you so much for the support, Blame Fate. Let's go indeed. Today we get the Druid done, and we've got to get some work done on the Paladin. The Paladin's starting to lag behind. I've kind of done my weekly keys on the Evoker. I might get like one more 10 in to get a better vault on the Evoker, but I don't think this week is going to be Evoker's final week. I would have to play it like all weekend to get it to 3K. But I think it's like feasible to say like we're gonna get the Druid done today. I'm confident. And then we might be able to get the Paladin most of the way there today if we have time, depending on how the Druid push goes. So very excited for that. I will be playing a lot of PTR over the weekend, but I'm definitely going to be making videos on the dungeon testing next week and the raid testing. So stay tuned for that. Like I think next week and the week following is going to be really exciting to make videos for. I think the like testing period of a season is like my favorite time to make videos. That's when I can make my like stupid videos where I put these builds together and like test all the new stuff and have a good time. Like when I made that lightsaber, where am I going? I'm going to Theater of Pain. What am I doing? But when I made the lightsaber Holy Paladin build, that was pretty fun. Thoughts on the Season 3 Mythic Plus dungeons? Personally, I love Halls of Atonement. It's one of my favorite... Oh god, did we start a train? We started a train... Hey! Ravikavis with the Prime sub. Dude, choosing me as your Prime sub, like, still blows my mind. Like, man, you have one Prime sub that you get to use a month, and you're using it on me? Thank you so much, Ravikavis. Those Bezos bucks, ooh, they feel so sweet. Knowing that Jeff Bezos doesn't get your money is like, there's nothing better. There is nothing better. So thank you for the support. I have to say, Tazavesh was not on my bingo card. Me neither. I was not expecting Tazavesh. It's, Tazavesh, like, just left. Tazavesh, I mean Tazavesh is pretty great, Legion. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you there, but it does have some like pretty annoying points. Like there's always so every season I feel like there's a dungeon where you have to like have dexterity to get through. Like right now it's workshop, like that one little phase where you have to like wait on those patrols and stuff. And I feel like Tazavesh is kind of like that. If I'm thinking of the right thing, Tazavesh is the we've got Tazavesh, Solea's Gambit, and the other one. That's the one where you have like the the drummer, like you're the drummer and stuff, or you play in a band, right? Hey, you know what? That's a good point, Zenelia. You're saying, but Halls of Atonement is from Shadowlands too. That's true, and they've been bringing back like Theater of Pain, Mist of Tina Scythe. Like they've been treating Shadowlands as if it's the past, you know. So Tazavesh, I guess, does make sense. I'm gonna turn down my mic volume a little bit. Let me know if that's okay with you guys. How it sounds. I want to see how you heal the pool on the last boss. People are always trying dying on me. Okay, it depends on which. So there's two wings to Tazavesh, right? On the last boss, let me see which boss you're talking about. Actually, I can just use the dungeon journal in game. I'm curious which last boss you mean. But I do remember if it's the boss that had like the rings. Oh, what was its mechanic? It had like rings, and there was like a big soak that you had to do. The pool mechanic in top with the spawns with the death bolt cast. Oh, okay, this dungeon. So we're talking in real time. I got you. So I'm on the same page. I got you. I feel like I remember nothing of Tazavesh. I mean, you see me, right? I'm in real time showing that I know nothing about Tazavesh. No, it's just that like as the season ends, honestly, it's like when you take a test in high school. When the season ends, I allow things to fall out of my head because I like to know all the current stuff. And like I have a small brain. I need all the room I can get for all the information, you know. Sorry, I'm always in real time to a fault. No, it's I'm just messing with you. But man, I can't remember which Tazavesh you mean. Do I have any consumes, by the way? This is a 13. It's going to be pretty tough. Let's use a mana oil and a, what's this, a haste flask? I do have food. Okay, so we are fully suited up. I'm with you. My memory is terrible. If it's not relevant to me now, it's gone. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It is 5, rough in my brain.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We can try to see if we can access it. Tazavesh. Solea. Oh, Hooktail was so annoying. That's that like pirate guy on the beach with the dragon. That guy is so obnoxious. Go ahead and prowl past these guys to be safe. Oh god, am I cat weaving? I don't think I am. I think I swapped back. Go ahead and convoke. Go ahead and pop a defensive here. So I have the dot. That mighty smash is coming. Let's go ahead and flourish. And we're rolling, dude. We are hotted up. Almost forgot my soothe keybind. Yeah, we're all spread out, which is good. I'm gonna barkskin the hunter because he's taking a pretty big smack. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I don't know why, but I've kind of always been like that. I think I can only hold so much in my brain. You know, my brain is like a little memory card, and it doesn't have much space, so I've got to make good use of it. So I kind of do allow things to fall out if they're not relevant. But I am excited to put a lot of testing in on the new dungeon, which, by the way, it looks beautiful. I haven't really seen any gameplay from it, obviously. I don't think it's really... Has it been released? I don't think so. Let's go and flourish this. But from the artwork, it does look like a very pretty dungeon. So I am excited about that. I love some very aesthetic dungeons and stuff. Uh-oh. Let's tuck ourselves right here. Okay, we have kept our sunfire on people. We've dotted everything. We've hotted everyone. This boss is falling over. And this boss is, I would say, like, maybe it's just because I'm a monk main, you know, a melee healer main. But this boss can get pretty annoying. It can be a pretty big stop. But Vicar, happy Friday. It is great to see you, Vicar. Hopefully your week has gone well. Good to see you, buddy. Dakota said, yes, teach me the druid ways. Never played Resto in a group content, lol. Trying to get them learn for season 3. Mistweaver, Holy Power, or Holy Power. Holy Paladin, Resto Druid. Hey, those are some good choices. Resto Druid looks sick coming into next tier. But basically how I think of Resto Druid is you have a ton of hots, but they all kind of like do different things. Like Rejuve, this one that I'm casting right now, you can cast it very easily and spam it around if you want to. Oh god, we're disconnecting. This is unreal. Is my stream still going? Is it just the game? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dude, there's no shot. Stream is still up? Okay, I guess we're just watching this guy moonwalk. I mean, surely I die. Some other people, depending on how we pulled this, some other allies probably dead. Okay, at least we're getting kicked off, and we're not just sitting here watching people walk straight. Whew. Come on, let me in. But Resto Druid has like a priority of hots. Like you have some hots that are like spammable, and then you have some that are stronger than the spammable one. So you try to prioritize maintaining those really strong ones. And then any globals that you have for filler, you do try to layer in some of those filler ones to enhance the stronger ones. Hopefully no one left the group, but apparently this has been happening all day to like a lot of people, and I just happen to be one of those people. But it happened to a tank in a key earlier, happened to a DPS in a key like last night. I think it's when they launched like the PTR servers. Maybe some of their server gets like raw. I don't know. I have no idea. We're still going. Okay, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. Tell them I am on my way. I am logging in. Giving it a couple tries. And it looks like we're making some progress, hopefully. There we go. Okay, we're back. I'm coming. Yeah, on Monk, I just... Oh, I'm sorry, I missed something. On Monk Pally, I usually just save a big cooldown for that. Or if I'm on call with a group, I'll ask for personals. Yeah, for the pools, I try to use like a minor cooldown each. And then for the transition, so like as you get the... I should not have taken that B-res. We're back. We're back. As you do that big transition, you need to pop a defensive because he does like a big AoE smack. But so I'm just making sure that my 2 life blooms are down, and then once someone has both my life bloom charges, then I'm using wild growth for AoE, or I'm making sure that there's like a good enough coverage of rejuves before damage. Like AoE damage came out, so I'm wild growthing. Then beyond that, regrowth is like a big powerful spot heal, but it's more powerful the more hots you have out. I'm layering hots on the tank. Oh, that hit me. Oh, be careful about that one. It is in the ground. Nice, we killed it. Okay, so we're coming up to a big heavy pack, so I'm just going to go ahead and be spamming some of my filler hots, trying to get a good blanket of hots on my team. I'm going to pop a defensive. Then I'm going to pop Flourish to enhance all those hots. I need to put F Fluorescence down too. You see that one person had the Arbalest dot, so I applied all of my hots to that one person. Like I stacked up all my hots. Oh. Oh, come on, live. Oh my goodness. I saw that jagged coral coming to me. I was about half. My defensive was down. I tried to go into bear stance, but it helped me live, but then I died to the dot. Oh, I am not there. I am not there. Wait. Yikes, team. Yikes. Okay, they pulled anyways, so. Not off to a great start, but we're kind of getting the blizzard treatment, so hopefully we can rally back. Weird choice to go this way. I'm just gonna go back this way. It's safer over here. I need my safe spot. Okay. Hey, we bounce back. We bounce back. I believe. Bear and Frenzy regen, it will save you there. Yeah, I guess that's true. If I would have Frenzy regened. Not off to a good start at all. That means only room for growth from here on out. Get out of the frontal, cast Wild Growth. Hot up the tank. Hot up me and Goust. Goust does so much damage though, like I don't even need to pop cooldowns here. Put in Wild Growth for the jump. Yeah, I'm very excited about the dungeon pool coming up. I mean, we don't know all the information about it, but from what we've seen, like, it looks like a pretty solid one in my opinion. Or at least ones that I like. I mean, Tazavesh is kind of, I don't know, Tazavesh is weird. Them bringing that back so early. You know what that tells me is that soon they're going to bring back the Time Ways one. What was the Time Ways one? The Chromie one with the dragons and all that stuff. Do you not run Cenarian Ward? No, I'm not currently running Cenarian Ward because I'm running Abundance with the double stacking rejuves. And so far I've really liked that for like big burstier heals. But I used to like Cenarian Ward for tank healing. It does just seem like it's getting outshined by Germination Abundance builds right now. Oof. Rest in peace. Pour one out. He said boo. Stick to boss. Okay. Whew. I mean, I do love Cenarian Ward though. I love, like, one of my favorite like things in RDruid's kit is stacking up like 30 little dot, not 30, but you know, a ton of little dots on the tank and then Verdant infusing them up. My doorbell ringing? Never heard my doorbell before. Ooh, goodness, this is a big scary pool. Yeah, I don't have I don't have Trank, but I do have Flourish. So I'm going to go ahead and Flourish. Go ahead and loop all these guys around. There are some discharges going off. Yeah, we need
the strongest.
better CC. I saw that happening, so I bear stanced and defensive and died. Yeah, 3 withering discharges went off all at the same time. That's pretty bad. Can we still time this? I don't know. I feel like we have enough damage to, like, you know, pull it out, but I don't know. Which healer is my favorite? Definitely Mistweaver. So I've been doing these challenges. Yeah, this is getting tight. I agree. I've been doing these challenges where I get all the healers to 3k for some time now, and Mistweaver has maintained a firm grip on my favorite, and that's why I do main it still in raid and throughout a season and stuff, and for the channel too. But beyond Mistweaver, I think Resto Shaman has had like a pretty clear second place for a while now. I need to be spamming some hots before this damage comes out. Yeah, Resto Shaman is just a lot of fun to me. But then beyond that, like, I love Holy Paladin. I love the reactive heals. Like, I love just doing a ton of healing. I don't really like preemptive healing as much as I used to. I used to love RDruid, but I just think Shaman is just a bit more... It's like a more fun version of RDruid, in my opinion. I can't really explain that. Or what I mean by that. Fun innervates so we can spam around some heals. Fun flourish to kill this guy quicker. The gas bag, kill the gas bag. Fun convoke. Alright, we're chilling. But I'm curious, what's your favorite? Which is your favorite healer, Mac? I'm trying to time 17s on my Mistweaver. Just a hit or miss, really. Yeah, once you get to those higher keys, like, literally one thing can go wrong at the very end and just, like, mess everything up. Like, I did a Rookery. I've done multiple Rookery 17s at this point where we get to the final boss and just, like, 2 ranged DPS take the 2 side totems and we just wipe because I can't reach them. Like, I literally cannot reach the hunter standing off in Narnia and the, I don't know, balanced druid standing off in Narnia number 2, you know. Just maintaining our dots, being very careful. I could probably root one that spawns, but I don't have root keybound if I'm being totally real with you guys. So if I like root these guys, I can try it once they spawn. I wonder if that'll kind of keep them in place for a bit. I just feel like I don't have time. Get some good hot coverage out, then I'm gonna flourish because I do have my sigil keybound to the same button, or I have it macroed into my flourish. Now let's go and flourish, and that should start doing some big damage to Gore Chop. Let's try rooting this guy. Okay, it does kind of work for a bit, but I guess my dot broke it. Gonna hang out over here. I hate this boss. I feel like people randomly die all the time. Let's get them both locked in. Give me a little bit of a reprieve. trying to hang out like kind of far away from the group because we have a lot of melee. So I'm trying not to stack in and make the jumps cleave, if that makes sense. While that guy jumps, I'll go ahead and boop him. Clean, okay. 0 deaths there. That's actually a good start to a comeback here. This timer's already tight, and we've had some pretty badness. Just a game was happening to Jack on PTR also. That's okay. I didn't know that. So it is. That's what I'm saying. Is it is kind of like. I've noticed it's a widespread DC. I didn't know it was happening to Jack though. I think that sucks. Hopefully they get it fixed so it doesn't hurt us streamers, because I know for us streamers, like right now is a tight time as the season's kind of dying off. So we kind of need all the love we can get, you know. So hopefully Jack stops DCing. Hopefully I stop DCing. I have to pre-convoke here.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
I definitely should have pre-convoked. Get me up. Huge darkness. Oh my goodness, those nuke me. Those absolutely nuke me. I know I can swap forms to get rid of them, but Jesus, dude, that hurts. I definitely got greedy. I was thinking like I was prioritizing spreading hots there instead of just swapping stances for a second, but oh my goodness, I am absolutely inting. Luckily though, I do still think this is timeable if I literally get my head out of my underwear and start playing correctly. And maybe that just means me playing more safe and just spreading hots this whole time. Like maybe apply Sunfire, then just hot up. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Most comps want disc or resto shaman, so it's harder to get into groups. Yeah, it's so cringe. I mean, what I've been doing all season is I've been making a lot of friends that are rogues and feral druids and guardian druids and like warriors. And that's been helping me get into groups because they want Mistweavers, you know? I'm gonna pop defensive here. And we're gonna convoke. Then coming out of this convoke, I'll flourish. Luckily I have a curse remove. Now we just need to burst this big guy down. Get him down before another start to his soul storm. Dang, man, I am playing sloppy, but that kind of makes it fun. Like, okay, I'm not condoning playing sloppily. I'm just saying, like, it's, oh, I was in cat form. It does make things a little bit more exciting when you play horribly. Let's get rid of that curse. Let's go and spread some hots around. Dang, okay. Let's go ahead and wild growth, and then, oh, I don't want to get hit by that, and then I'll flourish. Lots of curses going around. All right, but we made it. We made it. Oh no, I hope it's clean underwear. Thankfully it is. We're lucky in that aspect. But no, I definitely feel you there, MacFook. I wish I liked RDruid more because I love druids in general. Yeah, see, I do like Resto Druid. I just uh-oh. Oof, okay. I do like Resto Druid. I just like, I don't really love the Grove Guardian gameplay. If you're gonna add like these little NPCs that also help you heal, I like it to be more like I like them to be more immediately impactful as opposed to like hot based. like how the monks were, the Fallen Order monks. That's just my preference in little NPC healing. Even like I like healing Stream Totem because it's like big spot heals as opposed to applying hots and stuff, which I guess like nourishes are okay, but I don't know. I think Grove Guardians, the 3 charges of it, something about it just turns me off of it personally. But 10 minutes, honestly, how do we still have time here? This is crazy. Let's go and remark. I am not bound to the tank, so let's go and bind there. Just maintain hots. Maintain hots and dots. We have so much time. I'm helping to kill the ads. Normally I don't really do that, but I am now. Oh, I forgot. I almost just messed up. I pressed my Swiftmend keybind, thinking it would just Swiftmend myself, but I forgot that I have Starfire also keybound to that same thing. So I just cast a random Starfire when I thought I was healing myself. Could have gotten bad. Go and Convoke. Just make it extra safe. It also gives us some good hot coverage coming into these ads. Let's cast some treants around. Make sure hots are applied. At least rejuves are already applied, so I can just life plume the 2 people that get hit by the big dot, which apparently is just going to be myself today. So I don't know what I did to this boss, but he just is mad at me. I don't know. All right, 7.5 minutes, dude. We have so much time. I don't know how we have this much time, but we are just cranking damage as a group, so we take that. But I can never get the hang of it. Yeah, I mean, you do have to find a good balance. Like, I'm definitely out of practice on the RDruid from where I used to be, but you do have to get into the swing of, like, knowing when to be hotting or when to be, like, dotting. So that's why I prefer playstyles like this that are much more passive, like, as opposed to cat weaving, because cat weaving, you have to spend more time doing damage, whereas this build, I can just reapply my 2 dots and then swap back to healing. I don't even have to reapply one of them. Go ahead and help the tank out for this upcoming Reaping Scythe. I'm also going to Swiftmend the Scythe every single time. And I'm just going to rejuve around. So here comes the Rift. Alright. Gotta be smart. Don't get clipped by the beam. Let's help the tank out. Just hotting up for this. It's just a rift, so it's not like the biggest deal. No ads. But I noticed the boss is falling low, so we're about to come into the intermission. I do have my defensive ready. Uh-oh. That was a little bit of lag. Pop my defensive. Let's go and flourish all these hots. Help the tank out. Make sure we're safe. Going to have the regrowth hot applied to everyone as well. Let's get a treant down. Enhance my hots. Go and innervate. I'm gonna Barkskin myself now. We can convoke for this. Help the tank. Make sure I'm safe. I need to move a little bit to the right, but be careful of the rift. Oof, okay. Clean, just like that. We'll kill the boss. Yeah, see, I just saved my defensive for when the boss transitions. The moment he like sits still and starts that big cast, he's about to half health everyone. Or in higher keys, it'll one-shot, basically. But then I try to pair like a small cooldown or good hot prep for the rifts. And we're chilling. So dude, Blizzard tried to stop us there and we killed it. Absolutely killed it. More like Farseer Ancestors. True, true. See, I'm not a big fan of the Ancestors either. I do like how they'll mimic damage spells. I will say that to me is really cool. But other than that, I'm not the biggest fan of Farseer as much as I was Fallen Order. I just like mobile healers, but I do hate the pre-active healers. So maybe switching the Resto Druid for Shami, but 100% manning Mistweaver for the win. Exactly. Okay. We're on the same page because I started off as a Resto Druid main before I played Mistweaver. So maybe it's that I've put more time into it that I'm like, okay, I can give it a break now. Hey, Cantace. Is it Cantace or Cantache? Either way, cool name. Just let me know how to say it. But you said, yo, LB, saw your vid. Based on the very first impressions, it looks like Oracle Disc is Biss again, unless the tune is different. I think Oracle Disc is going to have a little bit of competition for sure. I do think the like Priest semi-nerfs coming into the season might offset some of the things that are getting buffed, so it's probably going to sit around the same in my opinion. But I think if people are willing to play Preservation, I honestly think Preservation is going to be really good next year. I think it's already like it's been sleeper good all season ever since the most recent buffs. Like it's been pretty good, just no one's playing it, no one's putting up numbers with it, so then no one else is playing it, you know. So I definitely think Prez is going to be sleeper, especially with the changes to their external. That's huge. And with Brewmaster getting a rework, Brewmaster and Preservation go hand in hand. The way that time dilation staggering damage works with Brewmaster's stagger is really good. So if Brewmaster's meta, which I don't know how the reworks are going to affect, I haven't really looked at, I just know they're getting kind of a mini rework, which is usually a good sign for a spec. If Brewmaster's good, Prez is also good, then that could be a very like deadly tank healer core. In my opinion, and that does matter when you're looking at the strength of healers. You also have to look at the the scenario around it, which includes like the best tank, the best DPS, yada yada. So Resto Druid as well is looking very good. They're going to be able to hot people up like crazy, or you can play the other one, the shapeshifter one, Wildstalker. And that's going to be pretty crazy. The hots are going to be going crazy. The dots are going to be going crazy. So that could be pretty cool as well. Let's go and filter out some of these because we just want to see Cinderbrew. Let's just do a Cinderbrew. Perfect. So you're saying I should get my Prez geared up? I mean, look, I'm not going to tell anyone what to play because, Blizzard has in the past, like, buffed a spec to be really good on the PTR and then nerfed it before it even hits live. They did that to Mistweaver back in the first iteration of Vivacious Vivification. If y'all don't remember, Vivacious used to say instead of every 10 seconds you get an instant Vivify, it used to say Vivify was just flat out instant cast. Okay, so like, yeah, that was a thing. On top of that, they've also let things be really broken for the race world first and then nerf them afterwards. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing on Blizzard. I'm just saying this tends to happen. Like think Prez Season 1. Prez Season 1 dominated the race world first. And then the first few weeks of, live pushing, and then it disappeared off the face of the earth because they nerfed Flame Shaper. So I'm not gonna say like, hey, gear up this healer. I'm just gonna say like, if you're willing to play any healer, why not have like all of them geared coming into next season? Gearing is really easy right now, and I don't know, things are gonna get shaken up, or things could get shaken up, I should say. It's not like there's nothing definite yet, you know. I wish Blizz would just allow Drakthers to be monks. I want to be a dwagon. Oh man, me too. That'd be sick. Be flying all over the place, rolling all over the place. We could roll, then fly with our roll fly. You know, oh, that'd be so sick. Not Totemic is so much better. See, I like Totemic, I really do, but I do think Farseer to me is just like a little boring in its current state. So I kind of wish they'd love it up too, but I don't think they will. In the end, it's always something like Druid, Priest, Paladin, Mage. Okay, but to be fair, you just named 5 out of the 7. I mean, every now and then Mistweaver comes out of the light, or comes out of the darkness into the light, but I feel like they just don't give us a full season. Like, yeah, we had 11.2 or 10.2, but give us 11.2 as well. Come on, make us the 0.2 spec. But so far, the Vivacious change looks really sick for Raid. Mythic Plus, it's going to be pretty cool too, but like it's not going to be, I don't know, it just adds fluidity to your rotation and adds a guaranteed Vivacious proc whenever you need it. And it's also an inherent buff to a talent like Focus Thunder, which I don't know why I pulled up my talents. I'm on my Druid, but you guys know. Hey, Nick's very excited for the brew changes though. If things work out next patch, let's run some keys. I am down, Nick. Some double monk action. I am so down. And then we could get Rob on for some hunter action. I'm down. Prez will get nerfed again after Race World first. See, but like so far, I haven't really seen, unless the bombs that their tier set's throwing out are like crazy, then I'm not really seeing anything broken about Prez. I just think they're being brought into 2025 where Oracle Disc Priest already is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anything's broken. I haven't read anything and thought that's going to be broken. I haven't. But I've read some things and been like, this could be very strong. And I think that is totally fine. But then again, that's just my takes. Y'all are valid if y'all think things are broken as well. So, I don't know. But I'm curious, what do you think of those changes? What do you think is going to break it, if anything? Your word in lion's ear? Uh-oh. I don't know what that means, but it scares me. Well, it is barely never something like warrior, rogue, hunter, warlock. I don't know. I feel like every tier there's a broken warlock spec. This tier we kind of dodged it, but I feel like ever since I've started playing, like there is a broken warlock spec at the top. Oh, Ian's ear. Oh, hey, if Ian's listening to me, that's just, I'm happy enough there, so... I don't think I'm definitely not a big enough creator to influence anything or to, you know, have anyone from Blizzard listening. So if one of them is, that is just really cool, and I would be appreciative of that as well, even if I'm like caught yapping or caught complaining. I'm afraid to hot up the tank. I'm gonna sit back while I hot up. Those hots applied. Go ahead and convoke. Oh, not convoke. Innervate. Let's flourish. Now we convoke. Oh, the hots. Oh no! Frost Crusade, no! Bottle keg. Let's get an empowered wild growth around. Refresh our F-low. And now I can just do some damage. Well, now I'm going to hot up the tank first. And then I can do some damage. Love to see it. Uh-oh. Okay, we did pull Chef Chewy. This could be very scary. I'm going to go ahead and pop my defensive. Depending on how the AoEs line up. Which, so far, it's not the worst lineup I've ever seen. We at least have, like, a second and a half between the two AoEs with the hired muscle and Chef Chewy. But I've seen groups where you'll pull, the tank will pull the hired muscle and Chef Chewy like almost at the same time. And Chef Chewy's frontal to knockback lines up perfectly with the volatile keg AoE from the hired muscle. And those are scary, but this one wasn't that bad, to be honest. Going Flourish. Yikes. I went to Nature Swiftness, Regrowth, the DK, and they died. I think this one's definitely a more dangerous hired muscle pool. It's all about timing when you pull them in with Chewy. Like, it's honestly okay to pull them in with Chewy, but you have to do it at good timing. This is not good timing because the AoEs are right after one another. So I need to be focusing down this hired muscle, though. Okay, DK has aggro. Okay, Flourish is coming off soon, so I'm going to spread some hots, get a Wild Growth, and I'll Flourish. I need to help out the tank. I don't have my external, but I do have some heals for him. Ooh, that tank is going crazy. I thought that was me. 2.3 overall. That's crazy. SP is getting the rework too, so it could hurt the priest healing era. I mean, yeah, but we've seen metas where, like, if Shadow Priest is good and there's a priest healer spec that's the meta, we've seen double priest comps be kind of a thing in the past. It hasn't really happened that much, and it's obviously not ideal, but it's ooh, Goust. It definitely has happened in the past. I need to be casting a lot of Wraths here and using Innervate the next time he applies the dots. Go and cast Innervate. Okay, Mage, you can't just raw dog the dot. Okay, use Ultra Time. I guess that works. We need to push the boss. Coming toward me. I'm okay with using my defensive there because we're coming into the intermission. Come on, give me a drink. I'm thirsty. Let's cast some Wraths to get some mana back. Go and spread around some rejuves. So I did do a talent swap before I went live today, and I guess I should go and talk about it because it's coming in clutch right now. If you're wondering why I don't know if anyone's been wondering this, but why my regrowths are hitting so hard on this fight. Oh god, I didn't see that dot application before the intermission. I'm so bad. But I thought it was just this dot that he applies, my bad. But if you're wondering why my regrowths are hitting so hard, is because I swapped to the talent where, okay, that was definitely interesting. Where your regrowths have like an increased crit chance if that ally already has the regrowth hot on them. So that's why, like, before these dots are applied, I'm trying to regrowth around to apply the hot to everyone. And then that's why I'm just ping-ponging regrowths, because they're critting really hard on each of us. The mage said, F me. I think he blinked into a tornado there. That's why he died so quickly. Yeah, it's so much easier to heal the dot when it's not on me, because I'm a bit more squishy than these guys. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Will Disc continue the madness in Season 3? I mean, it really would take some changes to Piety, or I'm sorry, to Premonition of Insight, or basically just any of the premonitions need to get changed. I need to heal really quick. I am dying. But I really just don't think they're changing much about Disc that's gonna take them from the top. That's just me. And plus, there's no point in me saying any definitive statements yet because, like, you know, they just started announcing stuff and they just started announcing the very, you know, early changes, like minor little tweaks. So things are still way subject to change. So yeah, I would send him long here. Yeah, I was hoping we could kill him before he popped, but that's okay. Okay, I do have aggro though, so run over here to safety. Then external the tank. We have Flourish for when these guys run into the wall. I don't have any love for the tank here. Oh, we sent him all the way down. Okay, no we didn't. No we didn't. The mage thought they were hitting the barrel there. Alright. I would never be good in the rodeo. I am so slow to move out of the way. Oh no! Don't hit me! Okay, the mage, you gotta move from that. What are we doing? I was saying I wouldn't be good at that. Or no, I'm sorry, a matador. I would not make a good matador. These mechanics, I am very slow to react, but the mage would not make a good matador at all. Put down some treants. And this dungeon is so constant, like hard, like constant healing required. I really want to read chat. I see y'all guys talking about stuff that I've asked questions about, but just haven't had an opportunity. Maybe now I could. Yeah, I think Disc, so far I haven't seen anything that's going to like take it down from the throne. If anything, I've seen some other healers like Prez get some things that could push them up to that same level, but nothing yet for dethroning, I'd say. I'm gonna let this dot go off. As long as they don't do a full rework of it or nerf, it's so massive that it's unplayable. This will likely be king, I agree. Likely be king just because in a very high key, being able to shield slash prevent damage is a lot better than healing. Yeah, definitely. And metas always trickle down, unfortunately. So we're still gonna see the early part of the season where, like, you know, big pros are going to be playing Disc Priest and all the top keys are going to be being pushed by Disc Priest. And then in your plus 10s, people are only going to be inviting Disc Priest again. So far. It's still subject to change. Yeah, it's a lust. Yikes. We're kind of being chaotic with these. Oh my lord. Okay, I get it. We lusted, but jeez, squeeze, man. What are we doing? We need more time. Oh, he died. Ooh, that's clutch. That is clutch. This is getting scary, guys. I'm locked in. Okay, Mage, I need you to lock in and lid this. I'm letting it go off. Oh man, that was spooky. Okay, I desperately need some mana though. Shields need to be slammed. I'm okay with shields being in the game and being strong. I just think that it should be a support spec, personally. It should not be a healer that shields. That shields that much. I'm okay with Power Word Shield existing and being like strong, just not as strong and not prominent in the kit as it is, personally. And I know that a lot of people hate when I say stuff like that, but I just think that that is a support thing. I feel like healers are able to heal through heal checks that allow groups to survive certain levels of keys. Tanks are tanky enough to survive tank busters to help push high keys. DPS can do enough damage to push high keys. And supports can enable stats to be pushed further in some way to allow all of those other roles to do their thing harder. And like augmentation is a great support because it pushes survivability stats and it pushes tank stats both higher, so all the roles can do their thing better. Disc Priest or Shield, I guess a shield spec, shields to allow people to survive bigger mechanics better. So that's just my take. I think a shield spec, a little shield DPS hybrid action would be pretty sick, but don't fuse all that with a healer, in my opinion. That's just my take. Spell ourselves because we big squish. We can hot up one person. Sprouting Snout is starting. Go ahead and convoke this one. Probably should have led with Flourish because Flourish does do more damage with our sigil. Really gotta make sure my tank's okay. That's clean. The DK immuned it. So now we just do damage. Looked like a classic mage stealing aggro. Oh, was that what it was? Okay. Then that checks out. Power infusion for everyone. I mean, that would be sick though if they did like a spec where, it was more designed around the shields, and they could lean into like power infusion and other things. I think that could be pretty cool. Just don't make it a healer, you know, make it a support. Or don't make it able to take the healer's role. You know what I mean? That's just my take. I think personally that would make the game healthier if that was the thing. Start spreading some hots around. I'm gonna flourish this one. Actually, no, I'm gonna see if I can go without a cooldown here. I'll use a treant though. Very nice. Alright, once again, we're cruising on the timer. Absolutely cruising. Shields need to be slammed. That's what warriors are for, Nick. You get 3 points. That was a good one. Very good one. Your guild is lucky to have you, let me tell you that. Oh, tank, buddy. I don't know what to do for you. This tank just used all of his healing. Go ahead and convoke the surprise. Extend the tank hots. I'm gonna flourish. I should probably go ahead and eat some food here while I have a second. Hot take: if healer damage mattered more than healing profiles, then healer balance would be easier. The thing is, like, you can't have a meta where healers are doing so much damage to where then groups will take 2 healers, you know what I mean? And just both of them play like a hybrid build, like a Master of Harmony, Fistweaver, and a Void Weaver Disc Priest, for example. Like, 2 healers that both do big damage, or a Prez Evoker that does big damage. Like, you can't have that because there's, what, like 19 or 17 DPS specs and only 7 healer specs. Like, you need to have that balance of 1 healer. So healer damage can't get too out of control. Or then you just play, like, the highest DPS tank, the 2 highest DPS healers, and 2 DPS or something stupid. Like, you cannot let that happen. As much as that would be sick, like if there was a double healer comp, that'd be insane. I see how that would not be healthy. On the other hand, you can't have healers do so little damage, or groups would just go back to doing like 4 DPS comps, like an Og plus a Feral plus a Shadow Priest and all that nonsense. Like, healers have to do enough to where it's like not inting to take a healer, you know what I mean? Inting on the, like, in the timer sense. So it's, you do have to find that balance. I think that it's like a slider, and the right number exists somewhere, you know, close to the middle of that slider. Okay, I don't have my tank external. Uh-oh. Why is my innervate not working? There we go. Innervate wasn't working for the longest time there. I don't know if it was like a keybind thing or what. Ah, dang. Citadel, no! Which, I don't know how much damage a healers would have to do to warrant not bringing a 4th DPS. Oh, okay. It would have to be... healers would have to do a lot of damage. And, like, same for raid balance. Like, if healers did so much passive damage, like if Mistweavers just did so much damage, then you'd see, like, some 5 healer comps and raid, like, just for the damage. Like, I don't know. Like, I think the numbers are right on group comps. Oh, God, pets. Pets pooled, pets pooled, pets pooled. Yeah. I'm gonna pop a defensive here. I'm gonna external the tank. Go and flourish. Then just spam some regrowths around. Can't go wrong with regrowth. Keep the tank dispelled and hotted up. Ow, ow, ow. We need that guy to die before he starts stacking up on us. Let's boop that. Oh, my Typhoon did nothing. The Harvester needs to die. Or we die. Okay, we're chilling. Okay, I think I have enough mana. Go bind with Goust. Ooh, this tank has a lot of stacks. I'm planning on flourishing, so I'm gonna pre-wild growth. I can go ahead and do the mechanic. Oh, someone else has got the mechanic. Okay. Gonna be. We're gonna triple tree in this one, see if that's enough. Oh no! I dipped in. Sweet. It literally shoots out of my butt. That's pretty nice. What do we got? Snack time, then fluttering wings. Let's spread hots. Big heals. Get some damage globals off. And now we need to heal for this wing. I'm gonna flourish it for the big hot damage. Uh-oh. Aggro, hello? Okay, it looks like our DK is kind of on top of the honey barrels. Which checks out to me. I like that. As the healer, I don't mind it. I should be able to just get all my mana back on the yes men, so I'm gonna sit here and wrath spam. Oh, 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 oh. Whew. Lightsmith, Pally, Kitty Cleave, VW, Void Weaver, Flame Shaper, they can all pump. Oh, we're talking about pumping damage. Yeah, Lightsmith Pally doesn't alone pump. I guess the armament sword does kind of pump now that I'm thinking about it, but like Avenging Crusader does do a lot of damage if you're able to do that, and Lightsmith does allow that build to kind of work right. I've tried to get into healing for both Season 1 and Season 2, but but I find it so damn hard. Do you have any tips to start mostly Mythic plus healing? Definitely start low. I think like one thing a lot of people do, like one mistake that kind of turns you off of healing in the long run, is you see like the success of other players. Like me, I used to look at the top leaderboards and be like, wow, these people are completing these high keys. I need to do that. But realistically, what made me enjoy the season more was when I just took it at my own pace. Like, just do some lower keys. Like, maybe make a few friends that only push lower keys. Like, join a guild that pushes little casual keys and stuff. And, you know, develop your enjoyment for the game more than trying to grow your, you know, your, like, trophy case, I guess. So, like, what I did was when I first started playing, I was like, okay, my friend is pushing plus 10s. I have to push plus 10s. And it was miserable. Like, it was absolutely miserable because I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I wasn't used to Mythic Plus yet. But what I did was the next season, I took some time off and just, you know, I did some plus 6s and even some plus 5s and just, like, messed around at my own pace. And I developed such an enjoyment for the game then that then the next season I went and I pushed, like, plus 12s and 13s. And I was, like, ready for them and had fun doing it. So definitely take it at your own pace. And healing alone is, like, extra stressful. So removing some of that stress really will make like a compounding effect to remove stress, I think. Focus on the basics of your class and learning the dungeons. A lot of the healer's skill comes from knowing something is about to happen. Yeah, so definitely don't think that it's not going to be helpful for you to watch a guide on a dungeon. I think that is especially helpful, and next season I will get back to what I used to do in Shadowlands, where I used to make specifically healer guides to each dungeon. So that's gonna come soon from me, so like that way you don't have to watch like a full 30-minute guide on every mechanic in a dungeon. You just have to watch the stuff that like does damage to you, basically. So that is the plan, at least, to get back to doing those. Uh-oh. No. So yeah, like it does seem like all you have to do to learn how to heal is to learn how to play your spec, but that's really not the case. Like Prototype's saying, a lot of being a good healer is just knowing what does damage to you and like knowing how the damage of each pack works and stuff. So that takes knowledge, which you can get a good chunk of from watching a guide. So you can be like, oh, so there's a bleed on this pack and that's what's doing so much damage. Or, oh, so like this is a tank buster. That's why I always lose my tank here. So I should probably pre-hot that or something. And then beyond that, it's just getting reps in. Like just spamming a dungeon till it makes sense, you know? As stupid as that sounds. I do not have good hot coverage, but I had to flourish there. Honestly, that was enough. All I did was wild growth and then press flourish, and it was enough. We take that. Okay, I think our tank says, okay, we're killing the boss now. Oh, no, he's actually hitting him. Okay, thought he was tucking it in the corner there. I'll pop a defensive here. Come on, live, mage. I believe in the mage. Okay, but now we have Convoke. We are chilling. The boss is dead. Is this going to put us at 3K? Come on. No, we're 14 away. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. And we don't get any loot? Come on now. That's rigged. That is rigged. What do people get? The fisticuffs. Ooh, with avoidance? Hold up. I do need those. Need wrist? Those are huge. Ooh, he does not. Huge. We finally have this season's gear. Bang. Ooh, love to see it. But yeah, definitely focusing on the basics. Don't think like, for example, when you first start playing Resto Shaman, you do not need to know what all the totems do. Just keybind, like your first few keys as a shaman, keybind Chain Heal, Riptide, Healing Surge, and like your 2 damage buttons, Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt. Like keybind those 5 spells, and then do a +2, okay? And then the next key that you do, once you feel fully good with those 5 buttons, keybind your cooldown, your Healing Tide totem. And then the next key you do, keybind Ascendance, get some reps in with that. And then, you know, keybind things one at a time, and or like each dungeon add a new button to your bars. And I think that helps learn a spec so much, like so much. All right, saying bye to Citadel or to Goust. There, he's like, he has to go, but I appreciate all the work he's doing. He wants us to get this druid to 3K. I think he just wants to push with a druid. I'm on to you, Goust. I'm on to you. Oh yeah, me neither, Cantace. Me neither. I would never advocate for double healers, but right now healer damage doesn't matter. And the only thing that matters is death prevention of death. See, okay, you say that. You say healer damage doesn't matter. But healer damage mattered a ton in the Raced World first. That's like a big reason why Mistweavers were pretty dominant in this tier. Like guilds were running 2, 3 Mistweavers on bosses because of the damage they did, and they allowed them to push through damage checks without ease and stuff like that. So, yeah, healer damage, it matters in ways that you don't expect it to. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's not defining the Mythic Plus meta right now because of how good or how much damage the DPS players can do, but yeah. Of course, Tarbrex, and as always, I will be here streaming constantly through the season or as you're trying, so always feel free to come in and ask a question. If a certain spell just doesn't make sense to you or you can't find out why people use it and stuff, I'd be happy to explain. Any questions you have, I'm here for you. Yeah, it makes sense, but getting into dungeons as a healer is so scary in my opinion. It is, it definitely is, but start from the ground up. Like if you have to, just queue up in a few heroic dungeons or just, you know, random dungeons. Queue up in these, and when you join the group and you know all 5 players spawn in, type in chat like say, hey, I am new to healing. really wanting to learn, just please take things slower so I can like learn, or like if you have any advice, let me know. Just so people know, like, hey, let's not flame the new guy. They shouldn't. They should not flame the new guy to begin with, but you know, just to set that like, you know, what am I saying? Like foundation of them knowing that you're newer, you know. Okay, we have 12s across the board. We need a singular 13. I say we look for like a mother load. Ooh, a dark flame. Why would we not do a dark flame? Let's do it. Mother load or dark flame. Just need one of these at a 13. Well, let me upgrade my gear while people post some keys. Hot take, all healers should do what Og used to do and increase party damage, and tanks and tanks should have the stamina portion of Og. So together every group has an Og, and then healers. So you're saying every healer or every group should have an Og? Whoa, prototype, calm down. No, I'm just kidding. So together every group has an Og, and the healers and tanks should do less damage while in a party. I don't know about all that. I feel like that's like reinventing the wheel. That's a lot of changes just to kind of remove Og from the game. You know what I mean? Which, hey, I'm sure you could build a little fan base for that concept. Like, a lot of people would be okay with that, but I don't know. I think it's not that bad. I think the game is like fine where it's at. We just need like some spice added across the board with like the specs and stuff. Let's use our resources. We're 6x4. We like that. We're about 20 item levels below the max that we probably could be. Zenelia says, my tip would be start at the start of the season when everyone is learning the dungeons. That's a great point. How I would say start at the end of a season, okay? For the same reason. You want to start healing at the end of a season. That way, like, you can do all the learning of your class first. So, like, I would start right now and just start doing some heroic dungeons, some, like, mythic zeros and stuff, just to get the ropes on your class that you like to play, or find out which healer you like to play the most. And then once the new season comes out, then you can spend more of your brain power learning the dungeons like everyone else is. If that makes sense. I think that makes sense, maybe. I'm repeating it back in my head, hoping it makes sense. Well, I'm starting now. See, I think starting now is actually pretty good, because you can focus more on your spec that you're learning and less on the dungeons. Because, like, the dungeon, we're going to see new dungeons, you know, in a few weeks time, so it's kind of that doesn't matter as much. Okay, where are these dark flames? Dude, only 12 dark flames. Let's add Rookery into the mix. Dang, there's no 13s posted right now. I can queue up to a 15 dark flame. That would be we could go out with a bang, right? Zenelia, and see that's why I love discussions like this, Zenelia, because I think we're both right. Like, I think we're both saying great ways to learn your spec. See, I disagree. I feel like right now trying to do a low key is a nightmare. People are in low keys are all bad, so it's hell. All the decent players are doing 12s. You're doing 2 on Omega hard mode. LOL. I mean, you're not like wrong, but if you're newer to the game, I think it's better for you to be paired with other people who are newer to the game than if you're paired with like people who are just speedrunning stuff and you're left there trying to heal and learn your spec, you know. So I think it's like it's the same side of two different coins, you know what I mean? That's like the weirdest way to put it, but that's how I see it. Okay, there's a Motherload 13. That we can do. Could probably add in Floodgate. I feel like Floodgate wouldn't be too hard. Let's add in Floodgate. Motherload 14, Floodgate 13. 72, so we would get about 13 IO. Ooh, okay, so we actually do need to do one of these lower ones. So Motherload if we time this, we should definitely get to 3K. But it's going to be close. Definitely going to be close. That type. Yo. Don't remove Og, just make it a disrupting version of Dev. Ooh, this is an interesting take. Okay. Upheaval for days, like a caster enhancement shaman. And the point is just to get Og effects into every group. It's a good idea with bad execution, the party member. See, but okay, I think we're both saying the same thing, but we're doing it in different ways. I think that there should just be more support specs. I think Og should not be the only support spec. I think then it could be better. It could be easier to balance it when there's more options, you know? And make them all support the group in different ways. Like, make there be, like, just an interrupt bot. Like, that'd be interesting. However, it would probably break the game and make them be pretty necessary in groups, but I don't know. Make a support spec that can interrupt a boss cast or something. You know, like something crazy. That'd be pretty fun. Fell Deeds said, if you're starting out as a healer, figure out which buttons / cooldowns you're going to press when things get spicy. It helps to have that stuff figured out beforehand. Otherwise, you may freeze up. That's a big point. One of the biggest tricks to healing. This does kind of require some dungeon knowledge, or like at least knowing when like the big AoE damage is coming, but know what your biggest healing buttons are and how to enable them. Like, I know as a RDruid, Flourish and Convoke are my biggest healing buttons. Convoke, I can press at any point and it will do good healing. It does more healing if I already have hot supplied, but like if I don't have any hot supplied, it'll still spot heal the mess out of my group. Whereas Flourish, if I just press it with like one hot applied, that's weak. Like, that will do very little healing. I have to prep up my Flourish first, but knowing that these are my two buttons that I press to combat big damage is very helpful. That's a great point, Fel. Very good point. And I recommend like keybinding your big major cooldown. Keybind spells that are alike to buttons that are next to each other. Like, I have my cooldowns a lot of times bound to my mouse wheel to the side. So like if I press my mouse wheel to the left, it convokes. And for this spec, I have Tiger Dash just because, I don't know, I bound this when I first started playing the game and I've just gotten used to it. But a lot of times, like, I have my two buttons keybound there. All the time, like on any of my healer specs, my big raid cooldown, I have keybound to control plus space, because that's when I like slam down my left mouse. Like, I press these two, I don't know. It makes sense to me, but make sure all your keybinds are kind of like working together. Put your damage buttons right next to each other. But your rotational main buttons like rejuves and all that stuff kind of in the next line. Ooh, that's awesome. Zenelia says their guild is going to be hosting a big event on July 26th. All day, where you can submit keys and get 4 players to run it for you. That is... Zenelia, that is awesome. In fact, like if I'm around on July 26th, I do want to be a part of that if I can. Like, I'd love to stream that event if you don't mind. Because helping people get to like 3K or helping them get their first plus 10 timed or something, that'd be so much fun. Hey, Jack, it's good to see you. Happy Friday. Hopefully the week's been kind to you. But yeah, that sounds awesome, Zenelia. Yeah, make all the current support specs, tanks, and heals into real support. Yeah, I agree. There are some specs that they're definitely supports, but they're just not labeled that in the game. And then they feel awkward trying to balance into the role they actually are. Like Enhancement Shaman. Like, Enhancement Shaman, that's a support spec. You can't convince me otherwise. Disc Priest, I'll die on this hill, okay? I will absolutely die on this hill. Hill. What's another one? What spec is definitely a support spec in disguise? I don't know. Are you free the whole day? We're always looking for more streamers for the teams. I don't know. I don't know what my day looks like on July 26th. That's what I'm saying is, like, if I'm available that day, I'd be more than happy to do that. Yeah, that's a real support spec. Yeah, Enhanced Shaman is like the most obvious one, I think. And then Oracle Disc Priest is the second most. In my opinion, avoid Prez and RDruid. RDruid especially lacks panic buttons. See, I think it's a little better now, but it is a little... It's kind of like two-step equations. You have to like Nature Swiftness first and then Vivify. Same with having to Echo and then Verdant Embrace. Whereas like Disc Priest just puts a shield on someone or just presses Penance on them. You know what I mean? So I think you're right there. My week has been okay. Very hot here in the UK, and working in construction doesn't help. How about you? Oh man, I can only imagine. It's getting pretty hot where I'm at as well, but me and my wife have been spending a lot of our time watching. We double fist Love Island. Okay, we're watching Love Island USA and UK at the same exact time. Like, I don't know why we do this to ourselves, but we are so like deep on the Love Island train. Like we're just the number one fans. But we've been spiraling at the US version, and then like we'll just watch the UK version. It's boring so far, but I know the UK version always tends to ramp up a bit. But dude, the US version is like going crazy. Um, Other than that, doing pretty well. I will say like the game WoW is really slow right now, so it's kind of like nerve wracking being a small creator. If I'm just being like open and honest with you guys, like it is pretty nerve wracking. Um, but I'm trying my best not to. I'm doing my best to avoid putting out like filler videos to compensate. I just want to post stuff that is like relevant. Like I want to make my channel more like condensed and make it like very guide heavy, because I feel like that's my strength. Is just I can make a. I'm very confident with the guides I make. Um, and then beyond that, like gameplay only when it's like relevant. Like I feel like this late in the season, I don't know if gameplay is really the best thing to be posting. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. You asked and I opened up a can of worms. Sorry about that. Hoda? Oh, Huda? Yeah, Huda is the worst. Oh my goodness. If y'all are watching this season, Huda, I like it. It's making me like it's making me upset watching to this point. And the fact that I'm not going to spoil anything, but the fact that there was a sacrifice is like it's I can't with it. Yaka, good to see you. Says, hey LB, I got my 3K on my Mistweaver. That's right, good going. That's amazing. Got your 3K on your Mistweaver, Resto Shaman, and Druid, and about to start Priest. Okay. Oh gosh, what's the too long didn't read for how to play it these days? It depends on which priest spec you're saying. Like offensive versus defensive. Okay, penance, my last. Okay, so if you're playing Disc Priest, oh, hold on. Okay, Dakota, I'll get to your question in just a second. If you're playing Disc Priest, your primary like 3-button cycle that you do a lot of times is you power word Radiance. This applies your atonement to everyone, which will enhance your shields onto them because of your mastery. It also will give them mitigation from leniency or whatever it's called. So that's like your first button, but it also makes your penance hit more. So you're gonna power word Radiance into penance. If you need the penance for damage, you do it because that's gonna do a little bit of AoE healing. Or if you need a spot heal with your penance, you do that as well. It's totally fine to spot heal with your penance. So Radiance into penance into a power word shield. So each penance bolt that you fire increases the absorb of your next shield. So you're doing this little 3-button cycle that all plays into each other. So your Radiance is going to make your penance hit more, which is then going to make your shield stronger. So like that 3-button cycle is really good. Also, the Radiance will put your mastery on everyone for your shield to hit them harder and all that stuff. So that's your baseline. Like if you need like a big top me up, like if you have those 3 buttons available, you try to cycle those 3 together just for those interactions, or at least cycle them in that order. Beyond that, don't be afraid to just flash heal a bunch. As your tank is gathering, definitely be applying your dots. It's going to do good atonement healing, and it's kind of your dot is your best source of damage basically. Like you can just do it for free. While you just actually actively heal. Then it's all about getting used to the premonitions. So there's 3 different premonition effects, and then every 4th one will give you all 3 of the other ones. So the first one is like your next button takes 7 seconds off of its cooldown, I think is what it says. So if you pop premonition of insight and you power word shield, you'll be able to basically spam it just like you used to with rapture, or you can do it with penances. So you can like pop premonition, penance for AoE healing, then say your DH takes a big smack, you could then penance him, and then you penance the boss, you know, like you can really mix and match with how you use it, but I like to AoE shield with it. The other ones, one of them just makes you heal more, so you pop it before you're about to Radiance, penance your allies and stuff. And then the other one is just your next global puts a shield on someone, so you would like pop the third penance and then flash heal someone, then they get a giant shield. And then once you get the one that gives you all the premonitions, you can premonition, radiance. No, I'm sorry, premonition, flash heal someone to put a shield on them, power word shield, power word shield, power word shield, penance, or something like that, like to make use out of it. It's there's a lot going on, but it's really just those three buttons that you're kind of cycling between. Dakota says, with the changes in season 3 tier sets, would you ever consider running the Shaylun's Gift talent to become instant for more kicks, haste buffs? I play more Conduit and Mythic Plus. I mean, that could be very interesting. Because the new tier set says that it'll give it to you for 8 seconds. No, I'm pretty sure Heart of the Jade Serpent gives it to you based on how many stacks you consume. So really, Dakota, you're not gaining much value from Heart of the Jade Serpent there. Because Heart of the Jade Serpent scales off of how many Shaylun stacks you drink or you consume. It could be interesting. Look, I am a big fan of that single target Shayluns, but I think in Mythic Plus, you just use Shayluns for an AoE heal for mechanics way too often. If there's a dungeon where there's so many like single target smacks, and there's not too many AoE instances, absolutely you could run that, be fine. But I just think with how Mythic Plus is designed, having it heal 5 people is just very valuable. But in Raid, I know I've seen a lot of people play with the single target Shayluns, the instant Shayluns, and they love it. Like, they absolutely love it in Raid. And I think it's insane. It's a giant spot heal. It's just, I don't know, it takes a special fight or a special encounter for you to get good value from it. Dope. Thanks, man. I'll figure it out as I go, but I wanted to at least have some foundation to start on. Yeah, you'll definitely be figuring out pretty quickly. I promise you it's not the most complicated thing, but I would definitely read over the 3 premonition effects, and then I would definitely get a weak aura to track what your next premonition is, just so you can help like plan how you're going to use it and stuff. But also know that Oracle makes shields cast on yourself shield for more. So if you have power word shield and no one's really taking damage and you just want to apply it to someone, just put it on yourself and you'll just be a tank. You'll be tank number 2, but a disc priest. Yeah, that's kind of my yapping over. Isn't Hutta daytime TV news-ish host? Oh, is she? I didn't know that. I did not know that, but
4, 3,
I don't know, man.
1.
It is. Hutta just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, honestly. Whenever we watch an episode, me and my wife, I'm like, I don't think I can watch a second one. Luckily, we're watching them as they come out, or I would not be able to sit there and binge them because my blood pressure just raises when I watch her. It is not healthy, the behavior. Hopefully, though, with this last episode, me and my wife, if y'all haven't seen this last episode, it was just a big fun episode. It wasn't really like too serious. Me and my wife absolutely loved it. Like, it was so funny. We were cackling downstairs. Oh no, okay. Get our hot spread. But I just got a message from someone. What'd they say? What level keys you doing? My mage is 3k, need to do 13s. I don't know who that person is. I think it's a guildie. I joined, oh no, he died. So I got a request to join. Have y'all seen that guild called Old Gods or something like that? It's one of those guilds that just spams invites new players. I think all of my alts at one point have joined the guild just from accidentally pressing the button, and now we're on to my druid being the one that's in the guild. But yeah, I got an invite the other day and accidentally pressed it join, and then here we are. But man, that guild is like so active because it's like billions of people in it. Oh no, the I-beam pulled these retrievers. Or revelers, whatever they're called. It's not that deep. is a terrible person on Love. I just think it's like, I don't look. I'm not gonna comment on the character of the person. I do just think they are not ready for a relationship, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's just a big yikes situation. Like, the behavior is not okay. LB, are you on Storm Rage? I am not. Oh no, what are we doing? The DH. I am not on Storm. I don't think I have a single alt on Storm Rage. Why? Is there someone trying to be like, oh, I'm LB? But most of my alts are in, oh no, this is such a bad time. Charge shield starting, help!
Only the strongest.
That's pretty tragic. But most of my alts are in Bleeding Hollow, and then my main is in Zul'jin. I think I have one alt in Mal'Ganis, maybe? Can I just stealth past these guys? They see stealth. Oh man, this is already so scuffed. I got spritzed. I think Old Gods is on our server. Oh, I'm pretty sure there's multiple Old Gods. Like, with how big the guild is. Oh, and nowadays, I don't think you have to be in the same server to be in a guild. Because my main guild has people in all these random servers in it. Okay, dude, our tank is a Chad. He's living while it's just him up here. This is so scuffed. This is probably one of the more scuffed dungeons I've ever been in. That's saying a lot. If y'all watch my streams, y'all know. Sometimes we get the keyest keys ever. Whatever that means. Oh, please land in safety. I mean, our DH hasn't even been a part of this pool yet. Like, they haven't even made it here yet. I don't know where our DH even is. Let's de-enrage that guy. I mean, hey, still timeable, right? Yikes. The DH jumping in and incident, yeah, it's I don't even know if you can count that as being part of the pool yet. Ace ain't much better though, but he's funny at least. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely obsessed with himself by a lot. Like, I don't think I've seen many people as obsessed with himself. Let's make sure and RDruid buff. Get some hot supply, then I can keep reading chat during this boring boss. But no, I'm not on Storm Rage. I see a lot of people on Storm Rage. I feel like that's a population or a server that's gained a lot of popularity since I've started playing. I'm gonna delay this one. I'm gonna get a big boomy convoke in. Why not? Yeah, Ace has some funny facial reactions. I feel like that's really it though. He doesn't really say things that are funny. I don't know. I definitely think Jeremiah was like sucky at the start. Like, he definitely started that relationship off wrong. But ever since then, I mean, maybe it's just by comparison, but I don't think he's done much to make me not like him. I feel bad for him because of just how bad she was, you know? I love how, like, half the stream is me talking about WoW, and then the other half is me talking about Love Island. And there's, like, not really much in between. It's either one of those two topics. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, always enveloping mist the group, then Shaylun's mist. Yes. Oh, what show is this? Love Island USA. So specifically the USA version. There's a member this season that is very much unhinged. Like, hard to watch almost. But and that's saying a lot because it's literally trash TV. Like, that should be what you want, right? And y'all know me, I'm all for the tea, the drama, all the nonsense. So when I say it's that bad, it's pretty bad. But I do feel bad. I hope that, like, when she comes out of the island and sees all the hate, like, I hope by then she's, like, changed people's minds or something. Like, at least people calm down on hating on her. Because as someone who, like, clearly crashes out at one hate comment, I could only imagine the whole internet turning against me. I mean, that's gotta be... Like, I literally will get depressed for, like, an entire month after reading, like, 2 hate comments on the same video. Or at least I used to. That I don't really do that anymore. But, like, it affects you. Like, it's hard to say it doesn't. I could imagine the whole... Whoa, that's a lust and a half. Okay. I can only imagine how much that would be rough. Was about to say Trash TV 2. Yeah, really? At those people? Yeah, I mean, I've gotten to that point where I've gotten pretty good about reacting to it, but it's because it's like the same few people every time, and I just see them as like they want me to stop making videos, and if I let them win, then I don't know. That's just I'm better now. I'm fine. But like, yeah, there have been actual months at a time where I'm like, they win. I let them win for an entire month, and I don't make any videos, and because I'm nervous about what these haters will say. But we're chilling now. I'm happy. Streaming, hanging out with you guys definitely helps for sure. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of rock lances coming my way. That's a big old bear stance moment. I'm afraid of butt pulling this mob over here. Yeah, it's definitely trash TV. I'm not denying that, but it's trash TV can still be excellent television, okay? At me on that. I can invoke here. This extraction. Get some regrowth hots around. Rest in peace, dude. This DH, I swear he's gonna he's gonna leave the group. I'm calling it now. Also, I want to turn off my camera right now so that you guys can see what the shaman said in chat. He said, "I'm a ape, fat fiend." I've never heard it called fat fiend before. Just hanging out in travel stance. Let me turn on. I want you guys to see this. I've never seen it described as fat fiend. Something about that's hilarious. I'm a ape, fat fiend. Okay. You rock. I'm always looking forward to your video. Hey, I appreciate that, Vix. That's so kind. You don't have to lie to me. No, I'm kidding, but I appreciate the kind words. I mean, y'all have no idea. Like, the reason why the only comments that I leave on YouTube videos are, like, positive comments, if I have nothing nice to say, like, I'll literally say, hey, your outfit is fire, like, you have nice drip, or something. Like, I'll say something like that. Like, I see how, as someone who's now made videos, I see how much, like, one comment can affect you. And the way that certain people can just go on someone or someone's video who has done nothing wrong to society and tell them to, like, you know, I do not understand people, and I never will. So I don't know. Some people are just like that, but I just don't let those people beat me. I didn't get in bear stance in time. Run, tank, run! I love watching tanks kite. You know what dungeon they should have brought back? Look, I'm happy they're bringing back Halls of Atonement, but man, if they brought back the other side, I would be a happy camper. Let's external the tank here. Let's get rid of the big mat on the dude. Alright, we're rocking and rolling. I can't speak. Oh no. I never know how to behave when I'm being fixated. Go and convoke this one because I was not ready with HOTS. I think I'm just supposed to keep them kind of stacked on the boss, right? See, as a Mistweaver player, I never really have to worry about this. I could just go and root him. That lasted a whole second. Whoa! Is it my transmog? I feel like it's my transmog. You guys are just haters. Let's go and flourish. This is not a fun way to fight this boss. I don't like running. I used to never post my art online because a single negative comment on them would send me spiraling down. As you age, you start to give less and less fucks. So yeah, I'm definitely to that point. I mean, look, I'm only... How old am I? I'm only 28, but I've at least learned that lesson. At least learned that lesson. And at this point, I kind of like... Some of the comments I'm able to kind of just laugh at. Like, I have one skit that I recorded and never posted, but there was one comment that just... This one person kept commenting. I think he watched the stream or one of you guys commented this and as a joke, but he just, like, was taking it so far, like, saying, like, I look like Zach Galifianakis, but if he was fatter, and, like, you know, stupid stuff like that. Like, dude, calm down. Just, like, all this stuff, but kept saying Zach Galifianakis this, Zach Galifianakis that. So I recorded a little skit where, kind of like the Derek thing, I took a screenshot of his comment, but I dressed up as Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover. We just need to kill the boss, right? It's 4%. I dressed up as Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover, and I just said, like, I don't see it, and I was wearing, like, the satchel and everything, but nah, I might never use that. Obviously I don't have the Lone Wolf shirt, but I do have a shirt. They're coming after you for the rock and roll comment going into the rock boss. Is that what it is, Nick? Man, they saw the future with that one. Man, these people, these haters are getting out of control, man. Legit, screw the haters. I like the content you put out, and I appreciate your Mistweaver content. Has helped me a ton. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are too kind. I'm not going anywhere. This is my dream to be a YouTuber, so even if, like... Oh, leave me alone. Even if, like, things die off, I would still, like, even if I have to go back and work at, like, a bank or something, I'd still be making some Mistweaver videos every season. Like, this is the dream. But I appreciate you guys. It would not be as fun if it weren't for you guys, so thank you so much. You rock. Always looking forward to your videos. You're great, my dude. Ignore the stupid comments. We've gotten there at this point. I can at least ignore most of them. Or almost all of them, basically. Sometimes someone will say something that gets under my skin. No, I'm kidding. I kind of, like, memed on Derek for a bit, but... he definitely was not the worst comment that I get at all. But there's been times, like, there was this one group of people, I'm gonna say, that came in and non-stop, they were, like, saying, like, don't watch his videos, like, he only makes them for the money. Oh, buddy. If I were to open up my wallet, the dust would hit you in the face, but the point definitely doesn't. Like, man, I wanted so bad to make a response video to that comment, but hey, at least I'm venting it now publicly, because that was the craziest week of comments, I think. Bank vids would be wild. What do you mean bank? Because if we're thinking about the same bank, I don't know. I've thought about being like, how much, or making one of those videos like, how much does a small World of Warcraft content creator make? But then I cry every time I start it. Like I start recording, I'm like, no, that can't be healthy. Let's avoid that topic. Why don't we? Let's keep that personal. I love how I haven't even thought about healing since this conversation started. Legit, my brother got depressed after a raid on his monk. He found you and has been topping the charts ever since. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. Oh no, Dracos. Drake Chaos. That's a pretty cool name. I don't know. I used to definitely like get upset whenever I had a bad raid night. I will say there was one thing that was happening in my raid toward the end of the tier this season, where there was like one person that kept like in my guild that kept like messaging me whenever I'd mess up, and that definitely got under my skin. But I'm sure Nick remembers, but I don't know. I don't know. Other than that, I've definitely gotten better about like whenever I'd have a bad raid night, I'm pretty good about shrugging it off and then coming to the next raid night pretty in a good mindset, you know. Okay, I need a wrath spam here. I guess I could go and just plant a drink. I'm gonna say R, YOLO. Who needs mana? Watch my mana bar. I'm just gonna cast Wrath and just watch the mana bar. Well, let me heal up the tank first. Yeah, Nick was just in my DMs saying that I would never make it on Love Island, and I'm lucky I'm married, or Love Island would, you know, or if I auditioned for Love Island, I'd be shamed publicly. Like, he was saying all this nonsense in my DMs. Shame on you, Nick. Oh, we're lusting. I don't think I've ever seen someone lust Rixa. Let's just sit in cat form. Even though I don't have any cat weaving talents, I honestly think it's worth it for me to just do a Boomkin Convoke instead. Old Nick. Nick's my biggest hater. Unfortunate. I'm kidding. Working back at the bank, but still learning life as a teller. That would be funny. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably like record some skits or something. If I had an office job, I'd definitely make some skits in my office if I could. I'd seek permission first, for sure, but but that'd be funny. I don't know why I'm opting into or swapping into cat form. I definitely should have cat weaved this dungeon. I feel like this dungeon has a lot of pools where it's like it's super chill and you can just get away with cat weaving. Notice how we started off that fight with no mana at all, and we're ending it with full mana. It's how crazy Master Shapeshifter can be. No! Menidin. I'm pretty sure, like, even with how much there have been a lot of mistakes this key. I feel like a lot of stupid deaths that should not have happened. We might still time it with 10 deaths. It's 10 deaths so far, I should add. And if we do time this, I'm pretty sure, regardless of how poorly it goes, I'm pretty sure it puts us at 3k, no matter what. Because we're 14 IO away, and this was one of our lowest 12s. Let's just do a convoke. Okay, uh-oh. How did I pull that? Did my treant pull? He's fired. No! Live! I had no cooldowns for that one. We also kind of chain pulled these guys awkwardly, so they both charge shot kind of on top of each other. So it was getting a little spooky when they'd overlap. Hey, Saucy J, dude, it has been a minute. How are you doing? Are you playing with Dream at all? Dream, do you mean Dream of Cenarius? I don't think so. No, I was playing this build, but I really like it in dungeons like Rookery, where you get like damage amp. I guess to be fair, this is a damage ampy dungeon on the first boss, but I really like it when there's like clear moments in a dungeon where I can do it. Where it's like really solid for. Uh-oh. Vortex. This is awkward. I really do like the talent. I don't know. I don't think this build is best for it because I kind of just dot up and then hot up, you know. But if I were cat weaving, yeah, absolutely. It's such a sick talent. But I want to see more of the W podcast, Jay. Come on. I'm like y'all's #1 fan. Bring it back. Been coding a lot, working on some fun stuff. I use Dream as Boomkin. Wait, you can get it as Boom? Oh, you mean like as like a RDruid Boomkin? Interesting. I mean, it's probably not that bad because your rats convert pretty nicely. I don't know. I do think that it just loses some value when you're not cat weaving. Goodness gracious. I put everything on him. He still died. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Alright. Still timeable, I believe. I'm gonna link with the shaman. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the rocket like every time. Okay. That's one thing that you're definitely allowed to do. Oh, goodness. This is not a hot start. Okay, so we're just full on doing the actual mechanic, which is weird. It's weird to see this fight in its like actual form. So then maybe we should run. Oh, no, we're going back to the safe spot. Okay. All right, Rogue, please, buddy. Do rogue things or something. Okay. We're chilling. I think 4 minutes is fine. I'm gonna try to come into the intermission with everything. Get some hot spread. Oh, please. Please, someone do a mechanic. What are we doing? I'll put down a treant. That's it. That's all y'all get. Because I need my cooldowns here. Gonna go ahead and pop a defensive. Gonna try to save Convoke. Let's go and Flourish. I don't know why I just Star Surged that. Okay, now I'm gonna Convoke. go ahead and innervate. Alright, we survived the intermission. I'm not going to say anything because then I'd have to knock on wood. I don't think there's any wood nearby. Come on. Die, boss. Die. Okay, now we're doing mechanics. This is what I like to see. Come on, Rogue. I'm counting on you, buddy. What are we doing? I'm dead, maybe? No, not even close. It was not even close. I'm definitely not clinched right now. Okay. Goodness gracious. I guess every mechanic's a healer mechanic if you just ignore it. Hey, we got there, though, and this isn't even close. 3001 IO. 3001 IO. Love to see it. Goodness, man.
I can't wait to hear about your adventures. It's a great day to visit a dungeon.
It's a great day. Ooh, hey, we did it. Okay, so now what do we have left? We have just the Holy Paladin and Presvoker left. Those are our last two healers that are not 3K. Prez time? I don't know. See, whenever I log into the Presvoker, everyone logs out of their Twitch account apparently. So I'm thinking we pull out some Holy Priest. Pull out some Holy Priest. I mean, I guess I could do a poll, see what you guys would want to watch next. Because the only healers that I have left are Presvoker and Holy Paladin. So it would just be a vote. I guess y'all could just type. Would y'all rather me play some keys on Presvoker or Holy Paladin? Just type what you want to see most. And if y'all pick Holy Paladin, we could try like a Crusader build if we want to. Like, we can kind of mess around with some builds. But if y'all have preferences, let me know. Off spec Holy Paladin. Okay, so that to me sounds like Avenging Crusader. But we have these two left. Also, I still have this monk here that's a fresh level 80. That eventually, when I get a day on a weekend, I kind of want to do like a maybe it would be a 12-hour stream, but I kind of want to do a stream where I try to blitz him to 3K, from 0 IO to 3K. Okay, Vicar says Pally. Flying Astronaut says Prez, I think, is what Draco Burr means, I'm guessing. H-Pal's my main, so I'm more interested in Prez since I'd learn more. Hey, I don't know if there'd be any learning, but I think we're split 2-2 right now. I think we're split 2-2. So if y'all have a preference, if y'all care which one we play, I can make my character be teabagging while we make the decision. The most slow-mo teabag ever. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Whoa! A bunch of random stuff. Hey, the name checks out. That's like the best name for someone who's gifting subs. A bunch of random stuff, because I guess it is random who gets the gifted. But thank you for the 5 gifted. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Also, congrats to Meadsley, Yero TV, Mighty Abuli, oh gosh, Varwanos, maybe? And Snakenstein. What great names, though. But thank you for the gifted, the goat. Breaks the tie. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Did you say something? Did you say... Yeah, we're literally buying elections, I guess. Not that I'm against Evoker, says Vicar. Okay, hold on. Yero votes Prez, but Edward votes Pally. A bunch of random stuff. I don't see... Oh, you did vote Pally. So we're dead even. And now we have a hashtag Elon. Okay. Elon's out here voting for Pally. Okay, I think I vote Prez also. Man, okay, so I'm pretty sure we're literally even. Okay, now that Shawnee and Andy have said Pally both on YouTube chat, I'm so sorry to those who want to see Evoker. It's holy pally time. But to make it fun, I'm gonna play an off-meta build, a build that I haven't played all season. I don't know if it's good. I have no idea, but it's just more fun. It's like a Mistweaver-esque style. Unless you guys want me to just play the shock Healy, spam Healy build. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the off-meta build would not do good because I'm under-geared. And then Neve comes in with a late Prez vote. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need a recount. We need a recount. Hold on. Okay, so for Prez, we got 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. Then we've got 4 for Prez. Then up for Pally, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. Okay, so yeah, H-Pal did win by literally 1. That's crazy. Have you looked at the most recent Elsmere build? I have not. Has anything really changed? I don't really know if there's any tuning, or is it just like a breakthrough in talent builds or something. I'll show you my talent build and you can tell me like, oh, that's not what we're doing. Prez must. Oh man, it's just Intramaker said Prez must. So we keep bouncing between like one of them winning and then one of them and then a tie, you know. The new Elsmere build is very Mistweaver-y, so is it Avenging Crusader Lightsmith? Or if it's very Mistweaver-y, it makes me think that it's Lightsmith. Let me go to WoW Warcraft logs, and I guess I can pull up Elsmere and see what he's playing. I have not seen the new build. Whoa! What is this? We're buying elections. Bittergourd. Oh my god. Bittergourd with 10 gifted. Are gifted still on sale? I hope they are for y'all's sake, but holy. A 10 gifted bomb on a Friday. Dang. Bittergourd wants off-meta Pally. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we're still going back to Pally. I guess off-meta Pally wins. Yeah, I mean, hey, Elon came in and voted, but then who's more rich than Elon? Is Bill Gates richer than Elon? I have no idea. I don't know these things, but hey, you bought the election. Congrats. Off-meta Pally wins. I feel like Avenging Crusader has to be off-meta. Right? Or are they back to playing it? Let's see. What are they playing? Still Herald of the Sun. I mean, this looks like the build that I'm currently running, right? Yeah, he's running Avenging Wrath still. But goodness, Bittergourd coming in. Bribery feels great. Okay, calm down now. You said, okay, hold on. You said the meta is Herald plus Avenging, but note that both of them are Avenging. Off meta is Lightsmith Crusader. Okay, we're going to play Lightsmith Crusader. Oh no, I accidentally overwrote my build. What does this build look like? They're still dinging. So many gifteds, Bittergourd. You're the GOAT. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for the support. Okay, we're going to have to craft a build then. Unless... Oh, there's just not one put together. I completely overwrote my build, apparently. So Lightsmith is off meta? Okay. We're doing Lightsmith then. Okay, let's go ahead and... We're going to have to craft it, like handcraft it. What is this? Holy ritual. Okay, we're going Seal of the Crusader, guys. Like we are not messing around. I want off meta spice. Is there a build that you guys have? One button built for the YouTube? Hey, hold on. Are we going one button? What does it do? It casts Consecration, Crusade Strike, Hammer, Wrath, and Judgment. I don't hate it. One button build for YouTube. Y'all think we should play one button build of Avenging Crusader Paladin? I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's a thing. There's you still have to spot heal and stuff. Hey, one button Mistweaver though, that's a thing. I'll whip out some one button Mistweaver. Okay, let me find some Crusader builds, or see if there is one that I can just import and kind of start from. Holy Paladin. What do you guys got? Mythic Plus. Yeah, see, there's not even a build for it. Talent builds. Try this. Come on, Wowhead. Okay, a Mythic Plus Lightsmith build. Okay, I see one. We're just gonna use this as a starting point, and then we'll branch off of it. Let's import. Let's call this Slap. All caps. All right. So some off-meta Holy Paladin keys. Now the struggle here is going to be getting invited to a key. Because what's my item level? Okay, we're 650. It's not the worst thing ever, but we are at the point where we need to get like 11s and 12s and even like 13s. That's the last big push. Clearly Veneration. Okay, I need to remember what some of these talents are because it's been a minute since I've played. Veneration. Which one is this? Hammer of Wrath. Oh, it heals. Okay, I also, dude, I want to play Seal of the Crusader. I know it's bad, but like, let me have my fun. We're playing Golden Path. I love me some Golden Path. What on here are we not playing? Melee and ranged attackers receive. No. Dude, I love Seal of Crusader. I think it's so sick. Just saying, how would I build this build if I were putting it together? Okay, I need to remember to imbue my weapon. Let's go and do that now before I forget, because y'all know me. I would absolutely forget. We're playing Divine Guidance. Okay, so our Consecration is going to do big damage and healing. I need to remember this build, guys. It's going to be sloppy. Your spells and abilities have a chance to manifest an armament. Okay. Judgment crit strikes cause a shockwave. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to choose who I give the sword to because that's too many thoughts. I don't have that much brain space. Okay, I need to focus on what I'm doing. Okay, Hammer and Anvil. Please come in clutch, Hammer and Anvil. Oh, this is going to go so poorly. So for those of you who have not seen this build, we punch and kick things and it heals. I am a hater of Blessing of Summer. I know it's great. I'm not denying that, but I'm a big hater. Judgment empowers your next Word of Glory to automatically activate Light of Dawn. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Increases Greater Judgment's effect by an additional... Hold on. I like that. Inflorescence of Sunwell. Empyrean Legacy. I want either of these. Look, I know Blessing of Summer is the play. I'm a hater. Big time hater. Do we need Light at the Martyr, though? And which... Oh, we're going Beacon. I don't like I like Beacon of Virtue with this build, but sure, we'll give it a shot. No, we set off meta. I kind of want to go Beacon of Virtue. No, screw that. We're not doing that. Let's just rock with this. Okay, this is off meta enough, right? I would get Inflorescence. I like Inflorescence. I think it's kind of slept on just because it enhances your Greater Judgment. I don't hate it. What can we drop for? See, I don't know. I know this is really strong in the other build, but I know this, if I remember correctly, we don't really play that as much around our Holy Shock healing. So yeah, I guess we do go with this. Y'all, this is going to be really rough. I'm sorry, this is going to be really rough. It's 10% of their mana cost and deal up to 50% more healing or damage based on the target's missing out. Okay, sure. I would drop the Light of Dawn proc thing. Okay, we did. Virtue got nerfed and it's really mana hungry for how much it does. Really. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know all that. Did not know all that. Now the question is, what do I have my armaments key bound to? Found it. Okay, first button I tried. We found it. So let's get into a key. Guys, this is going to be so brutal. Let's go ahead and start off with the hardest dungeon. Why don't we? First, let's see what key I have. Okay, let's not run that. Start off with a floodgate if we can. This is going to be very hard. Okay, I have gotten 0 reps in like probably 10 months with this build. And this build also just does not perform as well as the other builds. So, and one of our biggest healing sources that I'm going to be reliant on a ton is going to be a random proc. We will have a crit chance to proc it. So whenever I throw my judgment, we're going to have a 33% chance of it doing a massive heal. Yeah. So it's going to be rough, guys. It'll be fun though. I too am a Blessing of Summer hater. I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. It's like premonition mixed with PI, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It's too many thoughts. Now, Light of Dawn in Mythic Plus is meh. I mean, yeah, but when it's a free one, you know, it's like, why not? I actually don't hate Empyrean Legacy personally. See, I guess it's technically a 41% chance because it's my crit plus this 8%. Alright, this is going to be rough, guys. Virtue will be good in Season 3 again. You think so? Oh, is it from how they're buffing? But aren't they just buffing your actual beacon? I thought it read as if they're just buffing Beacon of Faith. Go back to Legion days when Virtue was great. FOL. FOL was instant. FOL. What is FOL? Flash of Light. I'm stupid. Flash of Light was instant and Hand of Light. Can y'all tell I haven't played the Paladin in a while? It's been a minute, guys. Y'all are in for a doozy. Hand of Light? That does not sound right. The heck is that button called? Alright, 10 Floodgate. Come on, put me in, coach. We could use our mains IO to get into some groups if we need to. Y'all know I am not above that. Ooh, we could also do Dark Flame. What's AC's cooldown? Isn't it? It's a minute. Okay. So I remember when I would play this build that Crusader Strike was like the sneaky big heal that you would do. What talent is it that makes your Crusader Strike do like a big smack? Like, isn't it something in your hero talent tree? Or is it something on your actual tree? I think the choice node right side T1. I think that is it. I kind of want to play that. So for each holy power ability cast, your next consecration deals much more damage or healing immediately. Split across all enemies. Whoa! What was that? Oh, Ablin. Whoa! Ablin. Ablin tipped 30. Wow, that is very generous, Ablin. I can't even speak. Love the I can't speak. Love the content. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Ablin. Dude, y'all are being so kind today. I feel like y'all are just excited for season 3. But Ablin, thank you for the support. You guys keep me going, like allowing me to live out my dreams. So I appreciate you guys. Oh, so it was like giga nerfed. Okay. Oh, but didn't they bake more power baseline into Crusader Strike? Is what it was. Pretty sure that's what it was. But Ablin, I'll make sure and let my wife know that you are sponsoring dinner tonight, and some groceries. So thank you so much for the support. You have no idea how much every bit adds up, especially like giant, generous chunks like that. That's crazy. Very grateful. Thank you. I'm flustered. I can't speak. That's just like super kind. Super kind. Okay, so they just like giga nerf the talents. That's why we're not running it. Gotcha. That's sad though. Blessed Assurance was like crazy then. I remember that. Where are the groups? Put me in. I guess no one wants a Holy Paladin. I wish I had a good DPS to run with your Pally for the lulz. I mean, me too. They and Elsmere didn't like the smart healing aspect. I know a lot of people don't. Like, I feel like as monks, we're used to smart healing being a big point in our kit. We just are. And some people don't like them, like, which is fine. But paladins, people play paladin because of how actively it heals, not because of smart heals. So I get why holy paladins don't like smart heals in their build. I totally get that for sure, because like that's not why people flocked to the spec in the first place. Whereas Mistweaver, it's a different story. All right, people, put me in your group. I want to play the game. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. I don't know my main's IO. Hold on. I'm okay. 3524. So I'm just gonna put 3500. 3.5k main. I know this is cringe, but people will invite you when you put this in. I just want to punch things. That's it. I just want to punch things. Look, this is a full paladin stack. Get me in there. That's a group of gamers right there. Get me in there. I want to be in the double ret group. Yeah, 3.5. I feel like once I'm finally able to crack the last two 17s that I need, there are a lot of 18s that I know are like so doable. Like they're easier than the last two 17s I have right now. So once I get these last two done, I'll basically be at 36. I just need to do the 18s. It's kind of annoying how certain dungeons are so much harder to where like a plus 17 is harder than a plus 18 of another. Aeolian Axe, good to see you. My fave healer, my favorite Aeolian. Alion, however, I always say Aeolian, but hopefully that's right. What gear scores my paladin at? 350. I'm sorry, 650. Imagine 350. 650. I might have some currency to trade in. I don't. Hey, but we're in a plus 11. Ah, it's not the paladin stack. Unfortunate, but I'm grateful regardless. I'm gonna turn caps lock off. So don't scare anyone. Ooh, it's rainy, and wow, does that mean that it's raining outside? Is this like Pokemon Go where if it rains in game, that means it's raining outside? I love when it rains. I'm gonna hang out in Dornegal while it rains, just for the vibes. I love it. I tried to join a 4-pally comp the other day with my H-pal, and they refused me because they wanted to lust at me. Come on, you either full commit or you get off the pot. What's the saying? Like something something or get off the pot? I don't know. Interestingly, Season 1, Pally and Mistweaver looked like you can play melee and caster. In season 3, Pally is caster and only, or caster only, and Mistweaver melee only. Yeah, shit or get off the pot. That's what it is. Okay, that checks out. So the pot is a toilet. Okay, I see it now. I see. I don't know if like Mistweaver's ever been. I don't think caster Mistweaver has ever been viable in Mythic Plus. Viable to the sense that it competes with its alternative. I don't. But in Raid especially, I think if you're talking about Raid, yeah, absolutely. Like Yu'lon and Chi-Ji builds are both cranking. H-Pally range only. I see, that's the thing is like, I think people get confused whenever you say like a ranged healer build. Like that's very confusing. But saying caster means that it's like a hybrid is how I see it. So what used to make Holy Pally hybrid better than it is currently is it all has to do with like how they scale up like your holy lights and your flash of lights, because you have a talent called like Tower of Radiance, I think is what it's called. Where is this thing? Or do they remove it? It's called Tower. Aha. So your hard casted heals give you a holy power. So basically in Raid, like you can just like spot heal, spot heal, spot heal, then do a spender, and then spot heal, spot heal, spot heal, do a spender. And they had some talents where like they might still have them, they might just be nerfed, where when you would spot heal someone, it would like kind of basically splash a little AoE, so it would like heal 5 allies. I don't know how it was worded, but it would be like whenever you spot heal an ally with your hard cast spell, it would also kind of do a mini spot heal to 5 other allies. So it was basically like a little prayer of healing that would give you holy power to do it. Okay, let's see. Bittergourd says, which healer do you think will be S tier in season 3? I mean, it really depends on future changes. So this is just like a first answer to the question. Like things will change. I want that to be very clear. But my thoughts with what we've seen, I think Mistweaver, that one change alone will, that plus their conduit tier set, that will push the Mistweaver build that we are currently seeing in the game with rushing wind kick and vivify splash healing and renewing miscounts out the wazoo. All of that is just getting so much stronger. Plus, with Vivacious now being based on your rushing wind kicks or your rising sun kicks, and your rising sun kicks being haste based, you can, the more haste you have, the lower your cooldowns are on those. That also is going to be, I forgot how to play this spec. That's also going to be very good now that Conduit's giving you haste. So I think Mistweaver is going to look really good in Raid. I am standing in everything bad. So Mistweaver and Raid, I think Disc Priest isn't losing anything that's going to make them not as good as they are in Mythic Plus, so Disc Priest and Mythic Plus. Prez Evoker, I think so far the changes they've announced are pretty spicy for Prez. Resto Druid could be a sleeper, but we don't know. We're going to have to see how Resto Druid lands. That's kind of my take, is that I think Mistweaver... Oh, he died. Mistweaver is going to be really strong in Raid, unless something changes. Disc and Prez are going to be pretty solid in Mythic Plus. And then Resto Druid's kind of like my sleeper pick. Does that answer? I feel like that's a fine answer, right? Or should I give more? But that's the thing, is we just haven't seen too much at all. Corey says, I just hope Blood Death Knight is awesome. To be fair, you did come to a healer channel, and technically, I mean, not technically, but basically Blood Death Knight is a healer, right? Right? Blood Death Knight's a healer? I think we can all agree on this. Oh, I need to remember, I'm playing Lightsmith. Okay, I'm going to be gifting my sword to someone. Who wants it? I'll give it to a rogue. I am not healing anything at all. I am just here. I'm basically a support spec. Y'all, these bosses are going to serve us a new one. This is not going to be okay. this is ugly. How much am I healing? Not a lot. I bet my main healing source is my trinket. How much do y'all want to bet? I think my main healing source right now is my trinket. No, okay. It's not. Luckily I didn't give y'all time to answer if I wanted to bet or not, but... Ooh, free wings. Give them to me. I would love it if, like, Holy Priest really took charge, because those mana buffs that they're getting are pretty nice, I think. Or mana, I guess mana changes. I think they're gonna work in their favor. I swear. Oh, hey, I'm actually, like, appearing on the healing charts right now, which is pretty cool. That's cool. Yes, Blood Death Knights are healers, agreed. I mean, checks out, right? Unless you can prove otherwise, I believe it. Alright, tank. Where are we stop? I'm going to give the tank a sword. No, I'm not. I'm giving it to the rogue. Go ahead and pop wings. Whew. I fear Big Mama. I absolutely fear Big Mama coming up. I think she's about to slap me around. I'm not going to be able to heal the heal check because I'm playing Crusader. I also kind of forgot how to play this spec. This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty. What are my cooldowns? I have Crusader, I have Divine Toll. To be fair, I can use both of those every intermission or every heal check. I'm gonna sit here on my shield. Oh, I also haven't put my beacons out. See, I'm not used to playing this build with beacons. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, we have beacons applied. I'm now a real Paladin gamer. There's our free wings proc. That's unfortunate. I'm so excited for the Vivacious changes. Man, let's hope Liz don't bring out the fun hammer. Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, originally, if y'all remember, Vivacious Vivification, how it was supposed to be implemented into the game, was it was supposed to just make our, Vivify instant casts as a whole. But then when people were testing that in PTR, it was broken, and they changed it to what it is currently. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of what they're saying. Okay, the hunter got DK'd, or DC'd. The hunter got DK'd. Hunt DC'd. Liz servers have been doing it all morning. So he will be back. Yeah, he's back. Beacons and Divine Toll. How do you heal AoE as H-Pally? You cross your fingers and pray. No. We're playing an off-meta build right now. If you can't tell, we're playing Avenging Crusader and a build that's kind of designed to behave a little like Mistweaver. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to spot heal myself and the Hunter as much as I can. And the Beacon's gonna splash into these two other DPS. So that's kind of the game plan. But I'm going to be in my cooldown. So my cooldown basically turns me into like an Ancient Teaching Z. Whoa, Paladin. I am just so nervous for this first one. I'm definitely going to pop my defensive. Okay, let's go and pop our defensive. Give a shield to the Hunter. Now we can go into our wings. I mean, okay, Darkness did come in pretty clutch, right? I'm not saying it didn't, but I didn't have to Divine Toll, so basically Darkness replaced Divine Toll there, which I'm calling that a dub, dude. Avenging Crusader, new meta. You heard it here first. I'm totally memeing. Please know I am memeing. I just have to say, before the press gets me. Yeah, you kind of just like spot heal around as your AoE healing, really. But when you're in your wings, that is pretty good at AoE healing. Let's go and give a weapon to the rogue. Dude, the rogue is absolutely blasting. This is insane. Okay, so what do I have? I do have wings. Go and press whatever button I just pressed. It's popper defensive. Let's go ahead and Divine Toll 2 to catch up. Then we can do our base rotation, our punch kick. Okay, Avenging Crusader, I see you. I definitely see you. Let's give the rogue a weapon again. This is actually so much fun. I wish this was the meta again. I do. I really do. Okay, I don't have Avenging Crusaders, so this is gonna get pretty rough. I have Divine Toll. I need to dispel the... Okay, we're chilling. Ooh, Avenging Crusader is pretty sick. I have it ready here. Let's pop it. Come on, I need some crits from my... I need some crits from my judgments. That's what we really need. Woo, we're doing it. That debuff is scary. The one that this guy just put out, yeah. Luckily I have my cooldown there, but now I don't have my cooldown. But Divine Toll is actually pretty sick with this build because it gives me a nice little AoE instant cast, but then I can triple Holy Shock into these 2 health bars that aren't beaconed. That's pretty nice. Uh-oh, trick shot. No! We never even died. I had so many ways to live there. I just did not think that was going to burst me down like that. I'll stun this guy. Yeah, wasted my immunity there. But I only really need it up for like Swamp Face maybe. Oh god, Swamp Face with this build. Why did y'all talk me into this? This is gonna be so bad. What class are you excited for next season so far with the limited knowledge we have? Definitely Mistweaver and Raid. Definitely think that's gonna be spicy. I'm excited to give Prez Evoker another whirl. Like, excited to see what it can do at Mythic Plus. I will say I'm pretty annoyed with Shaman kind of getting left, but I do think maybe they're just still working on it and gonna release more information as time goes on. I'm hoping. Let's give a shield to the tank if it'll let me. Okay, people are butt pulling out the wazoo. I am gonna pop wings here in just a second. Yeah, okay, we're in wings. Y'all see how this is literally just like Mistweaver? I'm just Crusader striking and judgmenting whenever I get my wings. It's just so different from the typical Holy Paladin play that you see. But our weakness is that we don't have as good of out of combat healing like right now. It's a little spooky. Oh my god, that Holy Light did so much healing. What the heck? Well, the 2 and 4 piece for Farseer actually doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I agree. The tier set looks cool, but we need more love just baseline for Farseer, I think. I think they shouldn't use the the talent trees, or I'm sorry, the tier sets as ways to fix the mistakes of the talent tree, if that makes sense. Definitely think they could work on the tree as a whole. Let's get the weapon. How much damage are we doing? Okay, our damage isn't like insane. Maybe if I Holy Shock for damage more. Use more Shield of the Righteouses, maybe? Yeah, Swamp Face is going to be another pretty big test here. Alright, let's do this. What's Farseer missing right now? I don't know Shaman well. I mean, it's just I don't know the way that your totemic, like your totemic surging totem kind of is a cooldown, like a little mini cooldown, but the ancestors aren't, you know, and I definitely think they could. I totally botched that. I kind of got stuck on the terrain there. I definitely think they could juice it up where if you proc it off of your Unleashed Life or your Undulation, if they made it spawn two guys there, you know what I mean, instead of just one, that could be pretty sick. But just making it feel as impactful as surging would be step one, or making the guys juice up their damage a ton, like make it the damage hero talent tree, you know, whereas right now, like, surging totem does so much damage with healing rain that, like, kind of like how Mistweaver has the one like safer option, the one damage option, make Farseer the damage, like make the guy's mimicked damage spells do like so much more healing. Just make it have an identity, you know what I mean? That's just my take, though. Or if you're gonna make it, like, does it still work with Mastery? I keep saying that, and some people are, like, saying it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it does. Let's just get to this one. Like, do the guys still scale off Mastery, or did they, like, end up ditching that? Uh-oh, this is gonna get really bad. I'm not gonna pop anything. Let's see if we survive it. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, hard boss time. Let's see. They just need to make ancestors spawn a lot more. I agree. Like, you need to have them spawning more or off something else. Like, I don't know. It needs that spice. It needs that impact, that controlled impact that Totemic has. Okay, I am gonna Crusader this pool. Don't press it. Do I have an AoE stop? Keybound. I know Paladin has one, but do I have a keybound? I do. Okay, and I just wasted it. Very nice to know. Very nice to know. Okay, so that's our wings, so we will not have it ready for the boss. I really hope people are on top of dispelling themselves for this boss, because if not, it's going to get really hairy. Alright, I am going to stand in front. No, I think I should stand next to them because our mastery works like that, and I shouldn't be hard casting. Well, Resto can get 2 up every 30 seconds guaranteed. Is that from Undulation? Or are you saying from Unleashed Life? Like, they can guarantee one every 15 seconds, but when you have just one guy out, like, it's not, like, as exciting as it could be, you know? Get the Sword of the Rogue. We have our beacons on 2 of the DPS that will get marked every time. Just need a Holy Shock during this downtime. And now we can enter our Crusader rotation. Can't have people getting hit like that, though. Come on, people. Okay, next up we'll have Divine Toll. I think I can just alternate those two. I'm going to shield the Hunter. Going to put a rolling shield on him. Okay, yeah, I can basically alternate Wings and Divine Toll. I think our cycle might be a little off, though. I don't think I have a perfect cycle. Alright, people. Need you to dispel yourselves. I guess I have Aura Mastery. And yeah, I should have Wings, right? Go in Aura Mastery. Can Prism. Enter Wings. Very nice. Okay, this is actually super clean. Have we been sleeping on Crusader? I'm kidding. I'm just memeing. I know I'm not making any definitive statements from this one dungeon. Especially a plus 11. Okay, now I don't have any cooldowns. We're gonna weapon the rogue. And then I'm gonna sack immune. Let's sack the hunter and immune myself. Okay. We didn't need it, but I'm still saying it helped. Your RDruid keys look suspiciously pink. Oh yeah, we got the Druid to 3K, and then this is our first Pally key. You're right. I do need to change the YouTube title. I am so sorry. Healer / 4th DPS who needs tanks. Yeah, true. Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the title. I'll get it swapped over, I promise. Suspiciously pink. Let's go in Wings here. Dude, Bubbles is about to claim some lives. I'm calling it now. Luckily, I have my defensive for this one and Divine Toll. Done Popper defensive. Let's Toll. Notice I'm doing a lot of spot healing into myself and the Hunter. One, that's because I'm squishy AF and I need to heal. But two is because the Demon Hunter and the Rogue have my... what are they called on them? My beacons on them. Also, this is probably going to kill us. Need to re-beacon the rogue, but I don't have time. No! Demon Hunter, live! Okay, let's re-beacon the rogue. Alright, Avenging Crusader, though, honestly kind of surprised it's still, like, performing well enough. I mean, keep in mind, I am very out of practice with the Paladin, and especially out of practice with this build. Let's shield ourselves. Pop Wings.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
I don't know how we're gonna survive the mini bosses before the last boss. It's gonna be tough. right. Deep breaths, guys. I just need to have everything. Whoa! Hey, Saint Crits with the Prime sub. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. Dang. Hey, that's a first-time subber, too. So welcome in, Saint Crits. Also, great name. Fantastic name for a WoW player. Saint Crits. I love it. But thank you for the support. When you beacon someone, can you forget about them? No, definitely not. It's not that powerful. It doesn't transfer that much healing, but it's just the majority of my spot heals, if I'm playing correctly, should go into the other two squishies. So for me, the way I like to play it in these lower keys is I like to beacon the two people that will need the least healing. Whereas in higher keys, you want to do it the other way. You beacon the squishy that needs the extra healing. I try not to use any buttons here. Yikes, people, stops. We need stops. Oh, Hunter, live. There's a defensive. Hunter popped defensive as he's dying. You know what? Better late than never. Okay, I need buttons, so I just need to, like, actual holy light around. Okay. Let's go ahead and Ore Mastery off the rip, and I'm going to let these tick away at us a bit. Now I'll pop wings. Go ahead and pop my defensive.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Come on, live, people. Let's give a weapon to the hunter. Whoa! Whoa! A blinket! Oh god, I can't see. A blink. A blinket. A blinket. Hopefully I'm not like cussing in Russian. But thank you for the sub. Oh my goodness, the support today has been unreal. I hope you guys are excited for season 3 because I definitely am, and I will make your support worth it. There will be a lot of content for you guys. Okay, luckily I have my wings coming off cooldown now. Let's see. So pop wings. Wings and Lust should be enough here. But thank you for all the Prime subs, like the Raw subs are insane today. Y'all are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Go and Rolling Shield on him, and it'll spread onto me too. Uh-oh. Ah! Don't take the tanks one. Let's go and give the rogue a sword. Oh, tank buddy. You're going through it. Okay, we have to Divine Toll because people are dying. Ooh, he did jump straight into the death though, so that's on him. Ah, okay, our beacon fell off, so we need it back on. Oh god, I just stood in that. Oh my goodness. Get the tank a shield. Let's sack the Demon Hunter. Okay, we're in it. We just got a free wings proc. Okay, we use that free wings proc to top everyone up. I love how every one of my teammates just went to this side. I mean, it worked out, to be fair. Ah, I didn't have the boss targeted. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so sloppy. What do I have for this? Nothing, don't die, please. Okay, Hunter's dead. I'm sorry. I'm dead as well. I thought I could at least save myself. I didn't have a defensive. I didn't have my immunity. I had literally nothing there. That was really bad. Oof. We do have a res, though. Come on, tank. Get me up. Oh, tank's dead. Ah! Tank DC'd. Okay, so we would have wiped anyways. At least that's like giving me the safety. Unless the rogue can like immune here or something and do 8%. Whoa, hey, Saucy J could have made a baby this whole time. Oh my goodness. You've been subbed for an entire pregnancy. Thank you for the support, Jay, as always. I love the baby emote too. Hey, Saint Crits is H-Pally vibes for sure. I mean, maybe we wouldn't have wiped if I lived there. Yeah, I'm starting to notice that, like, I feel like Crusader just isn't enough for the big AoE pump, which it's nice that it's up every time, but it's just not alone enough. Nah, he DC'd. Like I said, I think the tank dipped. No, we literally saw the Hunter DC earlier. I think 3 minutes is enough to time this to kill this boss, though. We don't have Lust, though. It did look like a Rage DC, true. No, why would the tank release? Oof, tank released. Should have let us res you. Dang, that's a big waster. I mean, I do think I can play this a lot more carefully. I don't know, this is tough. Yeah, the tank DC, I mean, you can't do anything about that, but I do think if I would have played better, I contribute that fail to me. I think that was my fault. If I would have played better, tank, you gotta go, dude. Symbiotic relationship is not that deep. Like, I'm going to pop wings. I don't have beacons out. Okay, the Hunter's using his defensives for this. That explains why he was dying to the dot. I need one beacon here. Sure, I'll put one on Rogue. Okay, we should be better off this time, though. I will play better. I'm going to use my shields for this mechanic. He just popped Turtle, and I shielded him. That's pretty rough. He popped Turtle, but he's letting the dot tick into... I'm not scared about the big single target smack. I'm scared about the dot on him. And then now I'm going to weapons the Rogue so we can crank on the boss. And I just need to sit on button. Okay, now I'm going to pop a defensive. I mean, that trucks me. Yeah, our judgments need to crit. Like, we need our judgments to crit here. This is the downside of this playstyle, is you need judgment to crit. Or you feel it when it doesn't. But I'm being a little bit better about managing my cooldowns. "28 seconds though, I don't think we kill the boss. Maybe if I start being more aggressive with my Holy Shocks and doing damage with them. But no, yeah, 15 seconds, not enough time. Ooh, a free wings proc.
The void offers no second chances.
We had this in the bag too, but I will take it as my fault. I did not manage my buttons properly on the first go round. Although the tank DC'd, I'm gonna let him know that him DCing really didn't matter. I mean, to be fair, him DCing meant that he couldn't B-res me. So, like, yeah, it did kind of matter, but I just don't want this guy to feel, like, solely responsible for this, because he's not. I'm going to say it. Oh, sorry, I'm on the mic. I think that wasn't on you at all. I died before, and that would have wiped us anyway, so don't take it hard. Unfortunate though, but hey, honestly, Avenging Crusader kind of surprised me. I want to look at this healing breakdown. Okay, Holy Bulwark did so much. Oh my goodness, has a ton. See just how poor Avenging Crusader heals now. I wish it was better. Off topic, do you like stand-up comics? I've made a bit where he's talking about different names and spellings. So funny, you kind of remind me of him. Okay, I'm gonna look this up, but I swear if you're baiting me into looking up something, McIntyre, British comedian and writer. Okay, I haven't seen this guy. You're saying the Sarah without an H. I'll definitely watch that after stream. I like stand-up comedy, but I don't like have a comedian. Okay, now one comedian that I absolutely love. Yeah, in before Rickroll, I know, right? I used to love watching this. It's like it's not like super funny, if I'm being honest. But I absolutely love this guy's show. Okay, I'm gonna bring it over, so it might flashbang you with white. Did y'all ever watch this show on Netflix? The Dimitri Martin show? I forget what it's called. Important Things with Dimitri Martin. I used to love this. I don't know why, but it's just like stupid stand-up. I like this guy. Also the Bo Burnham special where during COVID, I mean, like I still listen to that music. I remember me and my wife were we were traveling to our honeymoon, so we had a long flight. So I downloaded the Bo Burnham thing as well as a couple of other things to watch. But I watched the Bo Burnham thing on a flight, and I just remember like I just cried because it was making me like feel things. And it's a really funny special, but it just makes you like feel a lot. And I don't know. I really like the Bo Burnham. Forget what it's called, like Inside or something. Really good special. You tried to save the Hunter too. You are not cold-blooded. I mean, yeah, I tried to save either me or the Hunter, and eventually I gave up on the Hunter and was like, okay, I can save him with a V-res, you know? But then I ended up dying because I think I put one too many globals into trying to salvage the Hunter. But yeah. Love Dimitri Martin, very original comment. Yeah, see, I think original is a great way to describe it. I think it's just original comedy. Like, there's nothing like Dimitri Martin. It's like very clever and witty to the point where it's like you're not really watching it to laugh. You're just watching it to like, huh, you know, like those kind of laughs. But they're good. Like it's nice, like quirky stuff. I don't know. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, so maybe it's not funny anymore. But yeah, Bo Burnham definitely. He's very cliche at this point, but that it's very good. I grew up watching Bo Burnham, so. I like him, even though it's, like I said, I know he's pretty mainstream at this point, but outside of that, no, I don't really have any stand-up comics that come to mind, personally. No, Priest from Start TBC. Interesting, so Saint Crits is a priest from TBC. Okay, you know what, that makes sense. That makes sense. You deserve it. Most entertaining stream for me, for sure. Farmer Liddy, you are way too nice. Way too kind, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love Gabriel Iglesias. You know, I loved Gabriel Iglesias when I was like very young, and then I haven't watched any of his stuff since then. Like I really haven't watched any of his stuff since I was way younger. I will say my wife's brother loves him, like loves Gabriel Iglesias, but I haven't really watched his stuff recently. But I'm sure I would love it even more now, because pretty sure I would love it even more now. Whew. Okay. But yeah, I'm honestly Avenging Crusader. The spell itself wasn't too good. Also, Hammer of Light being this low is very depressing. But honestly, Holy Bulwark being this high is like kind of nutty. I kind of want to see if we were to play like the normal build, but just slot in Lightsmith. I mean, Holy Bulwark healing for almost 300 million is a lot. Is a whole lot. Temporal to end battle. When you are an ally wielding a shield, is healed above max health. Transfer a bunch of that shield to another ally. Drop below 40% health. Redistribute your health immediately in every 1 second. Okay. Honestly, a lot of things in this build are performing pretty well. It's just the core, like Avenging Crusader is pretty low. Hammer and Anvil is pretty low. So if they would just buff those two things, I would love it. Yeah, I was really surprised the first time I tried Lightsmith and Raid how much Holy Bulwark does. I didn't even think about in Raid. But in Mythic Plus, I could see it's definitely pretty viable. But maybe in high-end keys, like a shield really does start to fall off unless the shield is Giga, which it's set to be 15% of your max health. So maybe it starts to fall off in high keys, I'm pretty sure. I could see that. But guys, I do have to start getting ready to go. I have to go pick up my wife from, she's having a work event, and I have to pick her up at 5. So I do have to end the stream here, but man, today was a really exciting Friday stream. I mean, you guys made it so much fun. I love, like, I don't know. I love the size that our stream is at. I'm not a big streamer at all. But those of you who do show up, like the community we've created, y'all are very active. Y'all ask insanely good questions and engage really well. So I think you guys make the stream so special. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today. It was a really fun Friday. Also, bless up Austin. You know what? Bless up Austin. I don't even know Austin, but bless him up. Unless you're from Austin, Texas. You know what? Bless up Austin, Texas. I just feel like Holy Paladin needs one more cooldown. You know, I don't agree that they need another one. I think one of theirs needs to be juiced up. So I think they have enough cooldowns. It's just some of them are pretty underwhelming. So if they were to juice up like Holy Prism, I'd be a fan, personally. It was a good stream. I loved it. Thank you so much, Alion. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I was really... Oh, I just read that. Sorry. Zenelia, Twitch heart right back at you. Barrett says, if no, when you find you like Michael McIntyre, then look this up and you will cry laughing. Michael McIntyre laugh, snort, snot, sneeze. Okay, I'll look that up. Oh my goodness, Ablin, I'm sorry. Ablin, another 10 is insane, dude. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll definitely tell my wife that you are the sponsor of our date night tonight. So thank you so much. You probably just paid for our groceries for the whole week. We can live off of $40 a week, us two. We're pretty cheap. But thank you so much, dude. That's so much support. Like, I can't even express how grateful I am. But thank you. Unlucky on the key. Have a great day. You as well. Honestly, things happen. The tank DC, but I really do think I just played a little poorly at the end. So take full credit there for the fail. They need to rework the mastery. H-Pally mastery is so bad. Yeah, it's not like bad. It's just bad designed, I think. It's like proximity based. It's pretty lame, I'd say. All right, guys. I could yap here all day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned for some PTR testing if I can get the chance to do it this weekend, because there's a lot of fun stuff to test. But I appreciate you all. Enjoy your weekend. We got the rest of Druid out of the way. It's 3K. Only 2 healers left.